Episode 250 of Geektastic Cypher is brought to you by Nerdstock.
Nerdstock is your premier nerd music festival and is coming June 4th and 5th, 2022 at Paradox Theater in Montreal.
The festival features bands and artists inspired by nerd culture.
For more information about past shows and updates on the 2022 event, visit shanksevents.ca. That's SHANKS events.ca.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. Good. Excuse me. Pardon me. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Sorry. Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Shh. It's starting.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Wowzers, that has to be my most favorite intro of all time. That intro is crazy. That, Skinny?
Yo, shout out to our boy Kewlverse.
What?
Yeah.
That was such a dope intro. Hey, guys, if you're listening to this, you're not watching the video, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Go on YouTube and watch the damn intro. That was fire.
That intro was fire.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
When he sent it to me, I was just like, yo, man, that is wild. I am
Who did that?
Yeah, man. That was like, he did that clip, and I was just like, dude, what is this? We just asked you for a 15-second. Hey, man, it's well produced, has like a whole thing going. I'm like, dude, this is insane.
Wait, sorry, who did you say it was again?
Kewlverse.
Kewlverse did that. Man, I just saw you Sunday. You didn't tell me about. He told me I'm gonna send y'all something. Dog, that's not something.
Yo, we're using that every episode now.
Right?
What are you saying?
Why are we?
That's incredible.
Cool.
It was so
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 250 of the
250.
That's crazy.
We are live streaming on YouTube. We're live streaming on Twitch. If you guys are watching on Twitch, shout out. And we are also on our Twitter at Geektastic Cypher. We figured we'd just throw that all in so that it is in all the places you guys might feel comfortable in watching it. Guys, this is episode 250. To all y'all out there, to everyone that has been supporting since day one, to Lee J. Shout out to King, as we say. What's up, King? There we go. We knew it was coming.
I got my club soda for you. Let's go.
Yeah, this is to you guys, to all the fans that helped us get here to support. Man, this is crazy. Shout out to all y'all.
This is fucking awesome.
Salute.
Oh, God. It's actually pretty insane that we've made 250 episodes and it flew by like that. To be honest,
5 years.
Nuts.
5 years, man.
Technology. We've evolved with technology.
Another 10 in me.
Oh, we moved along.
Another 10.
Another 10. Yeah.
Another
100%. Another 10. What? 10 years?
Yeah.
I thought you meant 10 episodes. I was like, are you trying to early retirement over here? You're like a boxer.
Oh, man. Pretty. Yeah, Grizzly. I could do 10 more years.
That sounds like a start of a slasher movie. Yeah, to another 10, and then
famous last words.
Oh my god!
Real quick, I want to shout out everybody that sent us a video. There's some of you who didn't get a chance to send us a video, but said you were going to, and I apologize if I didn't get those, because I know there's some in the email. Like when I was making the frame for all the videos, Skinny was just like, yo, you forgot my boy Chop. So like I added that one. But if you sent us a video and you don't see it in this episode, please do not be offended. I apologize. I didn't get to all of them, but I got to as many as possible, and I appreciate everybody who sent one. We all appreciate you guys, so thank you very much for that.
Yes, sir. Wow. And also,
Yes.
I feel like it has to be called out, but if you guys haven't noticed, we've kind of multiplied a little bit today.
Yeah.
These guys have been here from the beginning. JawzD,
right
aka Wendell. Your first name is not even Wendell anymore. It's JawzD. It's been so long, man. It's been so long. How you doing?
I'm good. Busy. Just running around upstairs, downstairs, all over the place. But I'm good. I'm doing good.
Can we
Good, man.
have we done the public congratulations?
No.
Did we do it last time?
Oh, yeah,
Are we allowed to? Do you want to make it that public? I don't know how public you've made it. I know some people like to keep their
It's on
situation-
Facebook. It's pretty public.
It's on Facebook. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
You know,
But go ahead if you want. Sure.
Well, for congratulations, JawzD, on his engagement to his wonderful partner.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're very
Yep.
happy
Well done,
for you.
sir.
Was how nervous, excited? What was that? What was the vibe? What was the feeling when you did it?
The vibe was okay. I gotta sneakily get her to go downtown and propose to her at where we met at Dawson.
Okay.
So I was just like, oh, let's go downtown. Oh, why do you want to go downtown? It was really bad. It was really bad. I was like,
without making it look or sound bait, right?
I could
like, why do you want to go here of all places?
I would like to see how smooth that looked. I wish there was like a hidden camera for that moment.
I was lucky because she said she's like, I knew something was up. I didn't know what specifically.
Yeah,
so she was quite happy. So it was pretty
awesome,
cool.
man. That's awesome.
Congratulations, dude.
Congrats.
Real quick, I just want to say, Brandon, we're so happy to have Brandon here.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
He gets the skills intro.
You're not engaged. You're not engaged.
I was gonna give you a better intro than
We're
that.
glad that Brandon took some time to come in.
Well, you know what though? We're gonna go to a clip and we'll come back and then we'll do a proper. Let's go to the clip right now.
Yo, what up? This is your boy Joey Chops, coming to you from Chop Vision Podcast. I'm gonna give a big shout out to Geektastic Cypher. Y'all motherfuckers made it to 250 episodes. That's bomb, yo. Keep doing your thing, boys. I see you. Keep it up. That's what's up.
Bomb, man. Compadre.
Shout outs. Joey Chops. Okay, sorry. Let's retake Brandon's intro.
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't do it credit. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a top 10 director in the Hulk MPL last year. He has directed actors that have gone on to be on Netflix series, meaning he has an eye for talent. He's one of the most amazing. He's worked on videos that have had millions of views. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Brandon Calder.
Woo! That was pretty good for pulling it out your.
Is that better? Is that better?
Pulling it out right out from your butt, and it was great.
He was like, sure. Let's see the intro. He's
Yeah,
like, all right, fine.
Hey,
He's
man.
like, I'm about to say something real bad unless he says it real good. He's like, he said it good.
The only reason I didn't go big on your intro is because the last time I did that version of the intro, and you
Listen, man, just because I hate it doesn't mean I don't want it.
We practically saw you cringe into a ball in the last intro.
Exactly. Every time I introduce this man as I'm like a leading director in the city, he's just like, oh, come on.
Accept the glory, goddammit.
Which I don't even understand. It's just like, why would you not want to brag about being? You're on the list with Denis Villeneuve.
Yo,
Yes.
Name drop.
I love saying it.
I love your house, man. I know where you live.
I like that though. He's humble. He doesn't let it get to his head.
I don't see any signs that say no flex zone, so just
No
do it.
There you go. There you go.
I like it.
That's true.
Man.
Brandon, with all the skills, all the talent, the eye, as I said before, do you want to tell the people anything? Like, are there any shows, series, comics, books, anything that you would recommend right now for people to check out?
Yeah, man. So yesterday, the day before, I can't remember now, but I think it was yesterday. I watched. This is a little different from things that I usually watch, but I watched Bo Burnham's special, his new special. Like, look, I know the word genius is thrown around a lot. People say this person, if there is a person who was a genius, this man is so close to it. And and that's like this special. So basically he shot this special over the year during COVID, shot it in one room.
Okay.
It's so incredible. It's like watching, man, it's such an experience that I haven't watched something in a long time where you're done watching it and you sit there and you're just like, I don't know what that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That is
Just
showing. It's watching. It's interesting because it's not necessarily a stand-up special, but it is. I mean, because if you guys don't know what he's a comedian who does stand-up, but he also incorporates music into his routine. They're really like, think about like a Lin-Manuel, but like doing pop music, and like really interesting, very very like subjects that are very like hard to touch on. But so that really weird.
And he directed 8th Grade, right? He's directed.
Yeah. But watching this special is watching someone descend into. It's sort of like watching someone descend into madness. It's really weird, but it's literally him filming, because for a while he had taken off doing stand up, and then he was planning to go back, but then COVID hit. So
I was gonna say.
Yeah, so he decided to do the special, but as he's doing the special, he's realizing COVID's getting longer and longer and longer.
Oh, shit.
And he's doing this performance, and like half of it feels like acting, but the other half feels very true.
Oh, okay.
And as it progresses, you see he's not shaving, his face is all messed up, and the songs are getting angrier and angrier and more. And it's really, really, truly like, if this doesn't win awards, I like, not that I believe that, Emmys and all that stuff
aren't the awards corrupt anyways? Let's just
exactly.
You know what the biggest award is? Getting mentioned on this show.
Yeah.
This is legit.
The biggest award is getting nominated. I mean, getting your name on a list with Denny Bernob's.
There you go.
There you go.
Already reached that height. That's
finally. So I've been skipping over that special, so you're recommending. I've been going to the comedy section to watch like a comedic movie, and I've been seeing it. I'm like, I don't know, because there's been a lot of disappointments lately in stand-up.
True. This is so beyond a stand-up special. I promise you, you're gonna watch it and be like, it really sucks. It's really hard to explain what it is, because it's watching someone descend into sort of this madness of COVID, but also performing this special, but very it's very that's what I'm looking for. Like it kind of makes fun of itself. Yeah. It's meta.
It's like an aware piece.
Very aware.
On that's cool.
Sounds like performance art.
Yeah.
In weird real time, but in months.
Yeah. Like he touches on so many different things about he has a whole song called White Women's Instagram, which is hilarious. And it's just a whole, and what's incredible is his production's amazing. He did it I'm going really long about this, but it was that good. But he directed it, he produced it, and it's like a whole production where he does these projections onto the wall, and he dresses up in different, it's crazy. I really highly suggest it.
Speaking of comedic timing.
Yeah. Shout out to Brandon broadcasting from a pal.
BOW.
My man said a pal cam.
I swear there's someone behind the camera right now holding a sign for you to read.
The pal cam. Wow.
Yo, a pal cam.
It's missing is you bursting down into tears.
Episode 250. Episode 250, Pal Camp.
Pal Camp.
With the onomatopoeia too, not even just a regular PO. It's like Pal. Amazing.
Anyway, that's my.
Oh my god.
Someone's getting roasted right now.
No, he even put it in capitals for you too. It was right there.
Okay. So Bo Burnham. I mean, I liked 8th Grade. I haven't seen any of his other stuff, but I do like his style. He does like to comment on what's going on in the world in crazy ways. So I look forward to it, because I heard someone else, one of my other friends mentioned it in a chat the other day, and I was just like, okay, I'll have to check this out. I do like watching.
It's cool because he also talks about his privilege as being a white man, but does it in such a great, funny perspective and way. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I've also it's brilliant. Yeah.
Highly recommend.
How have you been doing? Because where were you here during COVID? How long ago? The last time you were on the show?
Not too long ago.
I don't know. I think it's been a few months, man.
Yeah, it was say not that long ago, and it'd be like 8 months.
Yeah, we're in this weird time vortex, right? You don't even remember how long something
every
was
day is
anymore.
a
Man,
thing.
I know it's crazy. Sometimes I forget how long COVID's going on.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. I'm good, man. I'm all right. Spending a lot of time writing and all those things.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, trying to keep sane.
You know what I thought about the other day was that idea that you talked to us about maybe a year ago now.
Yeah. The Batman idea?
Yeah, man.
It was such a good story.
I told him.
I told Brian read one page of it and then decided not to read the rest. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, exactly that one.
Do you know, Brandon? Do you know
More
why?
shades of Brian.
No,
This
guys.
barely happens. More shades of Brian.
I'm more than happy to explain why I didn't read the rest. Brandon, I told you how good. Remember, I messaged you after reading the first page and was just like, dude, this is fucking insane. I stopped reading because I don't want it to not end. And I know that I'm not getting a full thing. Like, you know, when your friend like makes the beat and it's just like, oh, it's not finished, and I'm like, no, let me hear the finished beat then. Why are you
okay.
I don't want the unfinished beat of this Batman amazing thing you're writing.
Was there a format?
It's gonna be a cliffhanger.
Was there
it's gonna be a cliffhanger, and I'm gonna be sitting there like, I mean, the format is some time traveling alternate reality wickedness where we're facing the reality and the truths of what it means to be Batman, and that shit was dope, and I want the full thing. So
yeah, but we usually don't finish our beats until like we really need to.
Yeah, that's a fair point too. That's the point. Unless it's like a passion one, right? Something like you're really passionate about.
Yeah,
most of them you're just making like something.
I thought he'd be passionate about Batman.
I have a lot of unfinished stuff, but
we're talking about the Dark Knights.
Yeah. What? Right, you'll never die. You want to know why? You're so good at saving your own ass.
Oh, 100%. This is what working in a hospital does for you.
That sounds like a line somebody should be saying to Batman as they like shoot off and leave.
And then you see in the last frame Batman like a little smirk and he goes, plot armor.
Butt armor.
As he's flying away.
Oh shit.
He opens up the trunk of his Batmobile. Man, I need this armor right here. Plot armor.
Literal plot armor in his trunk.
Too meta. This is meta Batman.
I love it. I would read meta Batman, not metal Batman.
Metal Batman wasn't all that good. Brandon, are there any other characters that you love enough that you would want to do your own take on them? Like the Batman thing was pretty dope, and I genuinely do think that if given the chance, you'd write something great. But is there anyone else that you'd want to write for?
That's a really good question.
No, I know I'm full of them. Like I said, I'm
as he takes the sip. I'm great at what I do. Don't worry. Man, that's a good question.
Martian Manhunter.
No, man. Honestly, I think Batman to me is the most. Like everyone can fucking say that grew up on Batman. To me, is the most interesting character. Another would be a Flash. The Flash.
Yeah. Wait, which Flash?
Try to not have some sort of paradox happen, but it's like almost impossible. But do something with that.
Not as impossible. Yeah, go ahead.
Possible.
Which one though? Barry, Wally. Jay Garrick, if you want to be old school.
Barry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Barry's timeless.
Yeah.
Sorry,
literally.
Yeah.
I don't like Wally West. No. I'm not.
I don't care for Wally.
Yeah, I don't care for Wally.
Overrated a little bit.
Yeah.
Wally was Kid Flash, right?
Yeah.
He should have stayed Kid Flash.
I grew up on Justice League, watching it, the cartoon Justice League, man.
Yeah. I like that one though. Like he was very lighthearted and everything.
Oh man,
but he was burying on.
Everything goes to crap when he dies.
Yeah.
The Wally West we got on Justice League.
It was Barry Allen.
Is Barry Allen?
Yeah,
no,
like
Wally.
how his
demeanor was Barry.
He's Wally.
Yeah,
West,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah,
you could see the vibe they were writing from is more based on. Yeah. Oh shit, man. Okay, cool, man. I mean, Batman, Barry. Okay, so guys, if you guys are watching this, we have this conversation pretty often on this show. We know the execs over at Warner Brothers, HBO Max, Time Warner, whoever likes to listen to our show. You don't have to admit it. We already know. We've seen Marvel doing it, and they've listened and done well. And DC kind of listens to us, but tends to just ignore us and do the opposite.
They don't pull the trigger. They can't pull the trigger.
They never pull the trigger. But for once, we're going to tell you, go reach out to our buddy Brandon. Go hit him up. Let him write this Batman story, Meta Batman. It's badass. And then he's going to follow it up with a berry.
A better
Berry.
The better universe.
Yeah.
Right under even of. Come at me, bro.
There you go. Bomb. We're going to be going to another clip. Brandon, thank you so much for jumping in on the 250, man. We appreciate it.
All right, I'm out, guys. Bye.
Take care.
The person holding up the sign was like, now.
Please take help, please.
Help me, send help.
That's great. Oh, man. We're going to get to another clip right now, and then we'll come back with another guest, guys. Don't go anywhere.
What up, what up, what up? Shout out to the Geektastic Cypher. Best blog in MTL for all the geeks out there. Must see TV on Wednesdays. Every Wednesday, no doubt. Shout out to the Geektastic Cypher.
What up,
boys?
Yo, Nerdstock. The official
250.
sponsor. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Appreciate it. With
We
the
wanna
Nerdstock
thank you.
sign in the background.
Yes. We want to thank you as a sponsor, homie. We appreciate you showing and appreciating the love. And it's been great doing this many episodes. And the fact that you wanted to be the first sponsor for us was great. We were honored that you wanted to do that. Nerdstock, tell us the I know you guys have an event coming out. We said June 4th and 5th, 2022. And you have right now on Bandcamp an awesome project for people.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about that real quick?
First of all, guys, congrats again on 250. I hope to see another 250 more episodes and much further down the line. And I'm the one who's honored to actually be able to be a sponsor on your guys' show. In fact, you guys even inspired me to start my own new Nerdstock podcast starting next week.
Yeah, man.
Nerdstock, Nerd Talk. And our first guest will be Brental Floss. So back to the festival. Basically, I gather you guys heard of like stuff down in the States like PAX and all these other like nerdy music fest that happened down south of the border.
Yeah.
For the longest time, I've noticed there's been a severe lacking of it up here in Canada. I know there's an annual one that happens in Toronto, but it's always around Fan Expo time. But it's just like a one-nighter thing. I'm looking to make a full weekend event. So that's exactly what we did. We took this time during the pandemic. Obviously, we were shut down, couldn't do any shows. So instead of just sitting around twiddling our thumbs, we decided to put our thinking caps on and said, you know what? Let's turn Nerdstock into the festival it was always meant to be. Obviously, you guys are aware we've done smaller shows in the past, which started in 2017 at Fufun Electric. With our first guest we had was Oakley Dokley, which was pretty friggin' awesome, the metal Ned Flanders band. So, and that was a test, too, to see if it was actually popular enough to continue, and it was. Yeah. Just unfortunately, because of like other projects I was working on and work and family and this and that, never had the chance to actually sit down and properly develop it into a full weekend festival, which we had oodles amounts of time to do now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, first Nerdstock Fest is planned for June 4th, 5th, 2022 at the Paradox Theater. It's a weekend event, 2 days. All nerd bands. Best way to put this, it'll be like 80% music festival with 20% con element.
Yeah.
Meaning, we will have some vendors on spots. We will be encouraging cosplayers to come in. We might do some contests for them too. We're going to do a couple of panels, and the ones that will be giving the panels are the actual musicians that will be performing. I can't throw out any names right now because of the U.S. closure borders and all that. We have to wait and see when those will open up. We don't know if it's going to be an all-Canadian cast, but hopefully by then, U.S. borders and COVID will have settled down enough to bring up the people who we are super excited to bring up. Like, these are some major players in the geek world. And all the bands are authentic nerd bands. We're not talking about, like, Led Zeppelin that sings a song about, like, the Shire and Lord of the Rings.
there's some examples on the mixtape that you guys
Yeah, exactly. So what we did was to encourage to give an idea of what people can expect. We actually opened up a Bandcamp page, so you can find us on Bandcamp, Nerdstock MTL. We made the very first Nerdstock compilation album, Volume 1, and we're actually hoping to make this an annual CD album, just like the festival will be. So every year it will be the new festival, Volume 2, then Volume 3, and on that album you'll find a compilation of fantastic local and outside artists, and they're all inspired by the pop culture and geek themes. So you got people on there like Word Burglar. We got some of the metal bands like Master Swords, Horizon, some locals like Neon Rise. What's actually really cool about this album, some people says, "Oh, it's just a rock album." Like, no. We got jazz on there. We got hip hop. We got rock. Nice. We got metal.
Nerds come in all shapes and sizes, people.
We even have a nerd jazz band that's performing on there. They're a Montreal band called the Friendly Frogs Freak Show, and they all dress like frogs.
I love it.
And they do jazz.
No comment. If you're in Montreal and you're dressing like a frog, there's some historical conversations to be had. Y'all
very intentional.
I respect it. Hey man, we appreciate you coming through. There's a whole lot of crazy show to go, so I appreciate
for sure. Thank you for this brief time, man.
People, check it out. We got the code here, so it's scrolling across the screen. If you guys want to go check it out, once again, just head over to Bandcamp and look up Nerdstock MTL. The code is GTC250. That's Golf Tango Charlie for all you military brats out there. 250. That code is valid until Monday, June 7th at 9 p.m. So go check it out right now. Once again, Devin, shout outs. We appreciate you, man.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, buddy. Good to
Remember,
see you.
June 4th, 5th, 2022. Come get nerdy with us.
There you go.
I'm down. Hey, if it's all good, I might even be out there. So.
Oh no, we respect you, Toby.
He's like, you're coming no matter what.
You're coming.
We're gonna come and get you if we have to. Peace, man. We're gonna get to another clip real quick, and we'll be back with more guests. Don't go anywhere. Geektastic Cypher 250. Free.
Hey, what's up? This is Dan. Just want to say a big congrats to the Geektastic Cypher crew. Congrats on 250 episodes. You guys are always keeping me laughing and keeping me current on pop culture, what's going on. I want to give you congrats again. Thanks for everything you're doing. Great show. Looking forward to more. Peace.
The homie. Yeah. Love you, Crowder. That's the homie. We work on movies.
Is that the photography guy?
Yeah.
Cool. I see him in the chat. He's here. Here.
Damn boy. Yeah.
Guys, we got Ari in the room. Ari, how you doing?
I am doing great. How are you guys doing? Congratulations.
Ari,
Thank you.
Jealous I am of the fact that you can wear an all whited.
Is that a pure white Expos fitted hat?
Yes, it is.
Mine have yellow. She's flexing so hard in front of Brian right now. It's great.
How do you do it? I have never. She gets the fist. Props.
She gets the fist.
I have never been able to keep a white fitted purely clean. That's why I don't order them anymore.
Mine are so yellow.
No, I'm weird like that. Like I'll spend the money on shoes and hats, and I'll make them last. This boy is probably 5 years old.
How do you keep it? Do you keep it like in like a weird like light lit place? Like
it's in a box.
Like straight box? How do you do it? Please tell me because I'm gonna buy white hats again.
Vacuum sealed in the dark.
I do maybe have a hat closet.
Yes.
She's got the equivalent of a cigar humidor for her.
Humidor. I would, guys. I have an empty closet right here. I would rip it out and make that just for a house right now. Y'all don't
know you would.
I would.
All my fitteds are in a plastic bin in my basement. I need to freeze them. I know, but they'll return.
Every time
my head's too sweaty for hats to last too long.
I know.
They start getting those stains, it's over.
No, see, that's the key is to never wear the hat when you were gonna sweat. Like, if I'm going to the park, if I'm going to the park and we're gonna like kick the ball around or do something, I'm not wearing this hat. Are you serious?
I'm sweating sitting down right now.
I was gonna say. Yo, I love the fact that you plan when you sweat. You're just like, you know what? I wish I'm not sweating this day, so I'm good. I can wear this cap.
No,
I wish I could mic control the pit ones too. You know,
this is an indoor hat, not an outdoor hat.
I can imagine you going to parties with like this like tray with like a dome over it where you put the hat to, like by the time you get to the party, it's proper. Then you take it off.
Yeah,
y'all put it on.
Y'all say that, and I'm literally like, that is what I would do. I am okay with carrying my cap carrier case, and whenever I feel like just an inkling of sweat, being like, nope, put it in the case.
That's enough of you.
Put it around my shoulder. Because some of y'all have seen me wear my cap carrier, and it has a strap to put over my shoulder. I would legit take it off and put the cap back in.
That's why I wore durags.
I want to see that. I'd like to be walking down the street and just see a dude go like, oh, pull around the little cap carrier, open it up, cap off, close it, bring out secondary cap, put on.
You gotta have secondary cap.
If there was anyone to do it, it would be that guy.
But
that guy, right? That guy. I can't even point. Never mind. You know who I'm talking about.
But is secondary cap having the exact same cap that is allowed to get dirty? And then just that's when you outdo it.
That's a flex
level.
Yeah, that's.
Don't tell them about third caps. Don't tell them about third caps.
We just spent a good 3 to 4 minutes talking about it.
Third caps is like Hobbit's second breakfast.
Exactly. Nailed it. Nice. Boom.
And nerd card validated.
Thank you for having me, gentlemen.
Oh my you have passed the test. You may be on the 250th episode.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yo, great. Ari, I wanted to ask you because you are a Star Wars aficionado, and the Bad Batch has premiered. There's some other stuff coming out. As a fan, as someone who also does work in the gaming industry, is there anything you want to tell the people that are listening right now that they should be checking out in the near future, or that might have passed already that they should check out right now?
Oh man, I
with the Star Wars figures.
I don't even fuck with Star Wars.
I know, right?
Yeah, you just like those figures.
No, the show is like Ninja Turtles, but Star Wars. I like it.
Yeah, I love it.
It's tough. I mean, any Star Wars media you want to watch, it's going to be good, with the exception of a couple things. Hey, can I tell you guys a secret?
Always.
I mean, wait, I won't say anything. Okay, go ahead.
I've never seen the 9th movie.
What?
I never saw it.
Yes.
I never saw it.
High five.
I'm here.
Wait.
I made a conscious decision to live in the world where Ray's parents were nobodies, and the Force was slowly rebuilding itself, and that's how the series ended for me. And I was like, "Oh, yay! Magic is back in the universe. What a good wrap up."
So you obviously heard. You just don't care to see.
Correct.
That way
it
never happened.
I know what's going to happen, but I don't want to. That's like how I watched the first season of, or was it Game of Thrones? Only seen the first season.
Oh, really?
I was like, whoa, shit got wild. Good thing that's over.
Hey, sometimes you got to leave on top, I guess, right?
Hey, honestly, if you make it to 7 ever, never watch 8. Never watch 8.
To be honest, when Danny had to watch Game of Thrones, what I did was season 1, Red Wedding, last season. And she was like, and legit, just from season 1 and Red Wedding, she's like, the fuck is this at the end of it? She's like, what? What?
That's
how did we get here?
Wow. Episode season 1. Wow. See, I'm not really a big fan of shows like that, but that show gripped me after season 1. I was like, oh, I got to know what happens next. But
I was just like, oh shit, she's a dragon. Okay, cool.
Wait, did she go up in flames in the first season?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that.
It ends with her in the rubble being like just naked and perfect and like, oh shit.
Wow, that's so true. See, I forget all those things.
We got to get to another clip, but we're gonna ask you to stay around for the next segment. because I feel like we still got stuff to talk about. We're gonna get to no. I'm mad at it.
We tangented on caps.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons that I'm like, I can't just tell her like, okay, we have because we did talk about caps. That's on me. Yep. We're gonna get to the next segment real quick, and then we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks.
I believe that, Lee J.
What's up? My name's Kevin, aka Toying Around. Shout outs to the homie Action Figgy Skinny and the Geektastic Cypher. Congratulations on 250 episodes of your podcast. 250 is a huge number. I hope for many more. Keep toying around. Peace.
Okay, so we just so happen to have the Star Wars toys in the background right there.
Keeps bringing out more.
That's great. I love it.
We knew.
Ms. Franklin.
What am I doing here?
Sorry, how did you manage to get the two white nerds who know each other?
We're talented that way.
That's amazing.
We know what to do.
I actually didn't know that you guys knew each other. Actually,
yeah, we do.
I should have figured.
You do? Of course you do, Brian. Every time you mention, by the way, we've had Ari on the show. I go, I know Ari.
Oh,
she
true.
lives around the corner from me.
Shows how much you listen to you, Michelle.
I do listen.
You know why?
The Kevin Bacon
I
of
can't.
our
I
area.
can't trust anybody who is wearing a long sleeve camo in this weather. I am sweating.
Hold out.
I am sweating.
I am here
looking at
the
Brian
roasting.
The sweat falls not too far from the brow.
Speaking of hot,
I have the AC on set at 20. That's why.
That's not low enough. Giddy, first of all, congratulations to you and your lady. And you were talking about Danny, and I saw the photo that she posted of her looking so nice and happy, and and I'm looking at her and I'm thinking it's going to be 34 degrees next week. What did you and your penis do to this woman that she is going to be? She is going to be roasting.
Yeah, I'm already paying for it. In which that we've had air conditioner 1 in since March, and then
that's your fault. That's your fault.
110% my fault. There's now negotiations for air conditioner 2 to be installed in the kitchen window, in which I feel like it'd be too dangerous for robbers. She's like, I don't care, put in the damn thing.
Put it in.
Yeah, I don't care, put it in.
God.
I mean, the last time she said that, so here's where we're at.
Wow.
34 degrees for a week
That
next
is
week.
fantastic. You know what though? You know what's funny about that, Michelle, is that I never thought about that.
My hydro bill.
You actually have to time this right.
Whenever I'm looking at people going,
never think. Don't do that.
Oh no, never. Whenever I see people going, it's winter. We're cold. We'll just fuck. And then I'm thinking, are you stupid? Do you want to be pregnant in August? What's wrong with you?
It's a summer. I'm like, it's August. Like summer's over in September. Like,
listen, you have to fight the urge to keep warm in the winter to be cool in the summer.
You should only be having sex in October. Like if I've said it once, I've said it a million times.
Correct. Absolutely.
Are we ready to do live right now, guys? I feel
October. Fuckfest October. There you go. You now know.
That is great.
My God.
Oh my
what
God.
does Omar say? Omar says Brian's in camo because he's on his way to free Brandon. If Brandon's in a POW camp, I'm in prison. So that's
camp. I love that.
Okay.
This is wild.
Oh my God.
I knew it was going to be crazy, but this is exciting and fun. Guys, shit.
My cheeks hurt.
The last time she told me to put, Skinny, y'all are wild.
I swear to God, you waited for me to take a sip. You were like, I'm going to wait for the next person to take a sip. And then I'm going to hit him with the dick joke.
I didn't even say that. It was a straight freestyle. I mean,
I put it out there, and it was free real estate, and Skinny just took it.
Best things are unexpected.
Love it. Love it.
What was that gif with like the Miami, the guy's dunking, the other guy's like dancing? Like, that's exactly what we just did. She threw it to me, I dunked it.
That is good.
God.
I haven't seen any of you since before the pandemic. Brian, congratulations on the house. Wendell, congratulations on something somewhere. Everybody, Congratulations.
Seriously.
I don't know.
Yeah, you haven't been on the show in a while, right?
I haven't been in reality in 6 weeks because I just finished a new book. So I've only been coming up for air in the last 2 weeks or so, and then I got my 5G inserted, and I was down.
Although I have to say, though, you write at a crazy clip.
Well, it's my as Ari will tell you, it's my job. If I didn't keep doing my job every day, it'd be a little bit different. But or I always get people going, "Oh, your writing's pretty good. I'm surprised." I've been doing this since I was 25. I'm almost 40. If I was shit at it for 15 years, then you should be surprised.
There's no way people would say they're surprised at this point.
Writing is one of those wild things where, like, you look at a painting, you look at a sculpture, you can tell if someone has talent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Every single person in this world thinks that they can write.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I
true.
can't draw. I'll pen and paper. I can't draw. I know I can't.
Yeah.
But you ask Joe in the street, do you think you could write? They'd be like, yeah, I can write.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I know how to write. How hard is it?
My favorite thing is when people ask you for, let's say, your book for, what book is it? And they'll say, you don't know it. But my favorite thing is when they ask you for a book for a trade, and I go, okay, sure, no problem. You want my book for free? You write a book, and we'll trade. No one's ever taken me up on that.
Can I ask you though?
Yes.
Have you ever had writer's block?
No.
Oh
wow,
that's crazy. That's why I say you write.
Ari's face was just like baller.
It's true.
I have writer's block daily where I have to just go sit on the porch and like watch the dogs that walk by.
and to be that consistent, that good, and not have writer's block is insane. Like you have to actually.
I have the opposite problem where I have 10 different things I want to do, and then I have to focus.
When I talk to Michelle, I can tell, like, whenever her and I talk about stuff, I'm like, I know you have so many stories going on in your mind that you want to tell through different characters, and even in the story that you want to tell from different perspectives, and you're just like, but then that would be 10 books, and you're like, I can't write 10 books, so I have to.
I try. I just finished. So I just finished the. I put this up because I just finished the Misadventures of Mindel the missionary, who is a missionary in early Christian Ireland, who thinks that God talks to him. It's not God. He thinks God talks to him. So then, but then, as I'm finishing this, and then I have the prequel, and then I have a sequel planned out, and then I've got 2 others over here, and so crazy. The book's not even out yet. It's not going to be out till August, and so they're setting up previews and things like that already. And people have asked me, so when's the next one out? And my publisher's sitting there going, I don't even have an editor for the first one. Can we just stop right now?
Whoa.
That's a good problem to have.
I was going to say, I've never heard of an editor being like, can you stop sending me pages?
They'll tell you. They'll tell you.
In my life, but I like, obviously I'm talking from the perspective of the guy who's only seen this stuff on TV. Like, but on TV, it's always just like the people writing are just like, I got to get pages to my editor. And then the editor's just like, I need those pages now. And in your universe, it's like, I please, I didn't finish reading chapter 4. You sent me another book before I got to the end of this one.
Hurry up.
I haven't seen my
read
kids.
faster. What are you doing?
I need to get paid. You need to do your job.
Fair says.
The Michael Jordan of writing right over here. Do your job.
Right?
Hey, sorry guys, I just have to emergency warning. Brian, people can't see you anymore. I think.
Oh,
I can see you.
You're starting to fade into the background with your camera.
No, if you want to play that theme song now, you have to play it in Chinese.
Did you guys know that John Cena's fluent in Mandarin?
Yeah,
it's quite surprising.
What?
Or
did the government apologize?
Is this is this news that just came out?
No, he had to apologize to the Chinese government for saying that Taiwan is a country.
Yeah.
But
then he did it in Mandarin.
He did it in
Mandarin.
Yeah, like instead of saying something wrong in Mandarin, he said everything correct, but he still said something stupid.
Yeah,
basically.
Well, he said something that any one of us would have said, knowing that Taiwan is a country.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's wow.
Anyway, let's not get into the geographical situation. Trying to right now. I know you guys brought me on for my political commentary.
Of course.
And we're here to talk about the Knights of the Old Republic.
I'm excited for the game remake. I'm excited.
Oh,
there's also we talked about Bad Batch, but
Yeah.
you should be calling it Dad Batch. That's the
cute.
It is
very
cute.
cute.
Our producer
I
did
see
say
what
that.
you did there.
Dad
What's
Batch.
your
Our
name?
producer did say that.
Omega. I love her. She's adorable.
Okay, can we agree that
Amiga.
she's
Amiga?
force sensitive?
I was gonna say Dave's been saying she's force sensitive for a couple weeks now. Is that what do you guys think?
I think she's just a Boba Fett that went wrong in the machine.
Really? That's it?
Ari's giving me no.
No. I was like, I was just picturing like a bad Boba Fett coming out.
And it's like an adorable.
It's all the opposite.
Yeah,
This
it's just
one
like
ain't no good.
but it's like. Sorry, I also just happen to have this right next to me.
Oh.
So this is literally what I was picturing.
Chibi
Like, a bad Boba Fett came out.
Well, I mean, I would assume that would happen if you're just cranking them out for like armies constantly.
Yeah,
like,
true.
there has to be a fraction of error. There has to be a margin of error somewhere.
Yeah, that's facts. Actually, there's probably a few like issues in some of the clones. There's Yeah, there's some crazy clones out there.
When you're fighting around everyone who looks exactly like you, eventually you're gonna have mental problems.
Yeah.
You've seen yourself die all over the place. I mean, come on.
No, I'm sorry. Dave's right. I never thought about that. But you keep seeing your own face dead on a battlefield repeatedly.
That's fine. And you hear yourself, right? They have the same voice.
That's why they be getting haircuts and changing colors.
And every time you wake up, you think you die. What? That's
They have Edge of Tomorrow, but worse.
Who's the original?
This got dark. This got dark.
That's crazy. That's actually not a bad angle. That's not a bad angle for a Star Wars show.
I'm pretty sure that was like an episode of.
Is that an episode, Jaws?
No, I think that's an episode of Aeon Flux.
Yes. Oh, really?
Yeah, where she was a clone. She dies. She comes back and tries something different, and it's like something happens over and over, and then like the two clones meet up or something like that.
I have that entire series on DVD and never watched it.
Really?
It's trippy.
The movie took you out of it,
it's
for sure.
The movie sucked.
The live action movie took you out. It's
Sorry.
so bad.
It was so bad I didn't even remember it.
No, I mean, I watched it from before. I just was like, no, I'm not gonna watch it.
The show is trippy because the creator, I think he wanted to do a show about somebody else, but then MTV was like, no, we like the girl Aeon Flux, and he's like, oh yeah, well she dies every episode. How about that? And so it's just each episode she keeps dying.
I was like,
it's so weird.
I always find it weird when shows do stuff like that, like they just kill characters repeatedly, and
It's
I'm just
petty.
like. I know the idea is like they don't want us to feel connected to these characters.
I can't remember who played Aeon Flux in their live action.
Charlize
Theron.
Oh my god!
That was one of her first forays into like action films.
Yeah,
and then she never turned back. She was like, "This was fun."
This
was good.
This was post Mila and Resident Evil too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, no.
Resident Evil? I don't think so.
Resident
No,
Evil. That's me. Yeah,
she did.
Wait, hold on.
Atomic Blonde and Hancock.
Yeah,
Atomic Blonde is dope though. She did that show, that one that you hate, the more recent one on Netflix.
Oh, the guard, the
old guard.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that.
I feel like we're now all that old people going, what's that name of that one girl? Oh, that one.
We're all at our computers and we have the internet right there, but we just still want to use this.
Hey, hold on. Speaking of which, don't we have a fact checker today? Where is his voice? Voice of God.
We didn't ask an official question. We just kept saying.
I'm about to ask you. Find out.
Is that El Producto?
Yeah.
The man who keeps telling us to wrap it up. No, you wrap it up. You wrap it up.
Right, though, we do have to get to another segment. Michelle, I want to thank you so much for coming on. You've always been a huge supporter. We appreciate it.
I love you guys very much. I miss you guys very much. Congratulations on 250. And I hope I'll be here for the next 250 if my 5G keeps up pretty well.
Ari, same to you. Thank you so much for coming through. I really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure and honor.
I'm jealous of your
I'll see everybody. It's so nice to see you again, Ari. I'll see everybody in a year when maybe COVID's done.
Yeah.
We would love to have you guys on as guests again.
We'll get you guys to Nerdstock because we have a table and you guys are going to be our guests. So
Hell yeah. Wait, but is it going ahead though?
Yeah. June 4th, June 5th, 2022. Let's get that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. No problem.
Yeah, she's like,
next year.
Like a year away. I'm saying
yeah.
It's in 2 days.
But we'll have you both back on the show for sure.
Oh, of course, 100.
This is fun.
We're gonna get to another clip right now, guys. Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
250.
Geektastic Cypher. 250 deep. You know, it's 2021. Even with COVID and all that going down, y'all still held it down. Shout out to y'all. Keep it pushing. More blessings. Many more years to go.
Yeah.
Times.
Happy 250.
Crazy. Crazy.
What's
up, guys?
We got to get better at introducing our guests because I feel like we didn't officially introduce Ari. Like Ari, I'm saying her name, but we didn't introduce. So we got 2 guests on the show right now. We got Mike, we got Chris, with Dave. You know what? I'm gonna put Dave with them because they make the trinity of them.
Dave, you're closer to him.
Oh, there you go.
The trinity of them make.
I feel closer to you now, Dave.
These are the reasons why I'm on the show. It's literally, they are the reasons why I'm on the show. Technically, if it wasn't for them, I would maybe not be on the show.
What was it when we were over at Loyola?
Yeah.
That was the first, man. That was the origins.
I had you guys on Squared Idea. The Squared Idea crew came on the show. We talked about some dope stuff. And then I realized Dave actually knew his shit. And I was just like,
I think there was a moment in the show when they were just talking between the 2 of them.
Yeah,
and everybody else was quiet.
And I'm just like,
oh, just like, you guys have to make a show.
Yeah.
It was also afterwards, like we wanted to head out, but you guys just wouldn't stop talking.
It was love at first nerd, I guess.
Yeah, man. But nerd, no, and it's true. We got a comment. Devin wrote, "Mike, that beard is epic." Mike, I gotta say, I ended up giving in and shaved mine. But how did you keep up with it? Because
I would have called it a COVID beard, but that would be a lie because I have trimmed it twice at this point.
Oh, sure.
And by trim, I mean grab a bunch and just take scissors and go chunk.
Oh my god!
And just drop it. If I had left it from the beginning, it would probably be to here.
Wow, Zeus belly button,
pop style.
Yeah,
that's insane. I've grown my beard out too, but this is too daring for me.
For those of you who don't, know, I work in elementary and high school. So before I say the kids would be impressed, like because I'm like hanging out in the streets with kids, the kids are quite impressed when they see me because they're just like, "Oh my god, what is that?" No, and then every time I take off my mask, they trip out because they're just like, your face.
Oh yeah, I never thought about that. Real quick, for all the people out there who have beards and are keeping on their health tip, do you just use a regular mask? Do you have special? Because I've been seeing people post like beard masks and all that stuff.
All right, the beard masks look straight up dumb. I will never wear any shit like that. I'm sorry. It looks like you're putting just a cloth on your face, and I'm like, no, I'll just wear a mask like every other person. I'll suffer just like everyone else and just look like a fool.
I hate it.
I don't know if you guys remember, but back in the day when like the mask started becoming a thing, they were almost like a fashion statement because there was the medical ones and then there was the ones you would buy on like stores. So that you had these women going around in outfits and like the slim mask, and you're like, that's different.
Oh, I'm not gonna hate
like a fashion trend.
I'm not gonna hate because I match my mask to my outfits now. I'm that guy. I'm not. Y'all know me. What are you talking about?
Masks are like hats now.
I have 75 fitted caps. You don't think I got masks to match? I have a mask that is the Mando's face, and I have the Mando fitted that I wear with the Mando face mask.
Oh my god! That's awesome. Coordinate.
That is.
I literally posted that clip of Ludacris saying your time what and your what have to coordinate from
your time and our clothes gotta coordinate.
Exactly.
Yo, Chris, what's that song from MC Chris? You know that there was a song about Boba Fett. Yeah, my backpack's got jets. I'm Boba the Fett. You don't know this?
Oh, I respect nerd rap.
Oh no, you should have that as your ringtone when you're wearing that.
I agree. Not like you need more material on that, but hey,
if you you're already over top. If you want to go like over top, just because.
Every time somebody walks by you, just press play. Like, oh, it's gone. Okay.
The other problem is I bought one of those like air purifier masks like from Hong Kong, and it so it like has a like it has a fan in it, so you hear it. So I sound like Vader when I walk around. So I sound like Vader. I'm wearing, and then I want to put my other mask over it, and I'm wearing the Mando cap. And then when I'm in, and then I'm like walking around like Canadian Tire, and I'm just like, do I look foolish right now? And in my head, I'm like, I probably do, but I still feel stylish, and that's okay.
You don't care if you
get
look
any
foolish,
better.
as long as
No, I
you
really
feel good.
Yeah, it's true. That's totally right. I don't care if I look foolish as long as I feel like I look good. As long as my outfit at some point to me, I'm happy.
It's like, yeah, dope.
Natural confidence.
There you go, man. But going back to the beard, the mask. I think that's part of the reason why this past year I've been keeping my beard shorter than usual.
Yeah,
it's because like you put that mask on and then your beard's all misshapen. You gotta get a comb and comb it back out a little bit. It's crazy.
And I'm wearing mine all day. I'm working in elementary and high school, so it's like there's an indentation.
Yeah,
like, I had to go to I finished work. I had to go to the bathroom and like chuff my beard off, wet my face, put some oil in there, just so I don't look like a freak. So, like, you know, it's annoying. You know, the people talk about, oh, I gotta do this to my hair, and when you're a guy, you're like, oh, it's a beard, I'll just fluff it up. But no, with the masks in play, it doesn't work that way. You gotta maintain it. It's very aggravating.
It's like the equivalent of like bed hair. It's like mask beard.
Well, you know,
that.
I got no bed hair.
Well, that's fine. You had years of no problem upstairs, so the pandemic is like karma for you.
Yeah.
That is great. Can you tuck it into your shirt right now?
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh god,
that is.
I want to see it,
man. I've always
you look like a different person.
I never went
you look
to
like
that
a
point.
completely different person.
And for anybody who, I just want to point out to anyone who's listening to the show right now, this is definitely one of those episodes where you gotta watch because the sight gags are
amazing.
Chris,
that's great.
It's been a minute. We haven't gotten to talk to you. A fellow nerd, a writer. You guys have been working on some stuff. Do you want to tell us, like, first of all, how have you been? And secondly, how are the comics coming along? The pandemic itself, I imagine, has been an interesting, especially when you're thinking zombie apocalypse. Some of those scenes you see in the pandemic.
Like, we would think that people would be able to survive a zombie apocalypse with all the shows and everything that we have literature-wise. We wouldn't. We would all die, or at least most people would, because they would be like, zombies? Nah, they don't exist. I'm gonna go outside and
it revealed just where we were at as a species.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy.
No, man, the studio's been hard at work ever since COVID. Obviously, because we've been inside, it's given us more time to really concentrate on writing, on getting a lot of projects done, which is actually really cool because now we've kind of expanded internationally. We have about 5 titles ready to be released for next year.
Oh, wow.
So I'll introduce Syndicate, which is our first spy novel, pretty much. It's written by myself and Michael Rutledge from England. It's drawn by proven artist Matthias Jacobs. Then we have Trinity issue 2, which Dave and I are working on currently. So we're hoping to get that out next year as well. Mike's going to be talking about the rest of it, but the pandemic really gave us a chance to really sit down, talk with our artists, find new people that are actually interested in making their own comic. That's it right there. It's been good. It's been really good.
That's awesome. Mike, what are some of the other titles?
So we've also been working on comics, but I've also been working on side projects as well. So as you know, I said before, I said I work for the English Montreal School Board. I'm a behavior management consultant. So I've been making materials and stuff for the past 10 years. And the only people that would really benefit from it were schools. So I teamed up with an artist named Libby Hopkinson, who's looking to release a project from us in the future, but at the moment she's in the development phase. Okay. But her and I, we got together and we created a project called the Pupil Playbooks. And it's basically like education resources for kids in schools, at home. And we're going to be releasing it onto websites for teachers. So it's digital content that could be downloaded. And it's really nice. Like I've been showing it to a lot of professionals, and they've been tripping out. They're just like, "Where can I get this?" And I'm like, "Well, it's not released yet, but it's going to probably this summer. What we're probably going to do is release it August, September, and I'll start announcing it. Right before the school year starts. I figure that's a good time to do it. Next, we got Excelsior. It's moving forward like crazy. We got Kian and RMJ Patrick working on that. Yeah. it's moving forward quite quickly
and looks beautiful.
Looking really good.
It's really nice. It's very psychedelic. I love it.
And it's super. And what's neat is the artist. She has a bit of an put a bit of an anime style to it. So it's kind of like it's got that flair to it, but it doesn't dominate it. But it's really, really nice. And also the Black Frontier, which we recently signed on. Speaking of which, also Excelsior signed on, so like they're officially like a part of what we're doing now too. And as well as the Black Frontier, artist and writer Peter O'Donoghue, he is working on a project like Black Frontier, and it's kind of like an underwater western.
Yeah. I call it the shrimp western. Instead of being a spaghetti western, it's a shrimp western. It's like everything's underwater. It's SpongeBob rules.
SpongeBob laws, but like adult content. So like you shouldn't let a kid read this. It's not good for them.
No.
It'll hurt their brain.
Or do you?
Let's put it this way: if I'm in a school and I see a kid reading the Black Frontier, I'll be like, "Who gave you that? You should not be having that. Any response?
You did, sir.
I stole it from your bag. I mean,
it fell out of your beard."
That's kind of like the awkward part too, because like I create because also I'm still working on the Fathom. Instead of releasing it issue by issue, I'm going by volumes, so it's taking a bit longer, but it's going to pay off in the end because it's going to be a nice like 125, 150 page volume instead of just separate issues. Because we learned the hard way that if you go issue by issue, it can be quite costly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's and also of course Animals with Weapons. I'm currently working on one with pangolin. If anybody wants to guess what the weapon is. Pangolin. It's kind of like an aardvark with scales. Pangolin.
Isn't there an Asian instrument called a mandolin?
Yeah,
that's more of a guitar.
You're right. It's not animals.
Pendulin is and the Mandarin, and it's just the pendulin holding the Mandarin like an action figure with the ring. Like, no.
If you want to take a couple whacks at it, think about it, and if you come up with it later,
Okay.
To this day, I haven't guessed one right, so I don't know if I'm ever.
I know, right? Every
one
time.
day, Toby.
One day.
Hey guys, actually, so the studio, we kind of came together and we got you guys a little something for your 250th episode. We unfortunately weren't able to send it to you guys, but I am gonna send it to you soon, and I have it right here.
Oh, nice!
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Yo, why do I look like a darker skinned version of Drake though?
Hey, this was, I think, your Facebook profile.
Oh no, I love it. Yeah. No,
there's a little bit of geeky element, so
you bring it a little closer.
Yeah.
Calling dibs.
I got Raphael. Calling dibs. What do you mean calling dibs?
Do we each?
What? I got Mike.
Yeah,
I would pay for a copy for another one.
All I know is I called dibs. That's all I'm saying.
What do you mean dibs?
I call race, Brian. I call race, and I'm driving to Chris's right after this show.
I know.
I will put you in the lobby.
You guys are
Don't
bad.
You
friends.
live in the suburbs? I live down the street from Chris.
I'm gonna come pick that up. Listen,
but I know I have a commitment.
Chris,
this was supposed to bring us together, Chris.
You created a problem, Chris.
I got you, Toby. Don't worry. Don't worry, guys.
250 episodes. Last episode. That's when it all went down. They fought over a
We're
picture.
Joe Buddying this. That's what's happening live.
How did Franklin Armstrong end? It started with a poster.
We need that with Wendell in the middle of Splinter, though.
Yeah.
We'll add him as Splinter. Yo, dude,
But anyways, if you get to 500, we'll get you another one.
I didn't even know about this.
I'm down with that.
Damn, you
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
That is, it's really nice, man. Thank you so much. Once again, this is one of those episodes. If you guys are listening to this, we appreciate you downloading the podcast. We love you guys, but there's so much stuff you got to see. So shout outs to you guys. That is a beautiful piece. We're really excited. Chris, I'm gonna get your address. I'm gonna come and get it right after. Anyway,
I'm gonna come get you, Chris.
I think I could just wander down the street and probably run into Chris.
Yeah.
JawzD lives the closest. We have to start stalking y'all. Yo, man, that's what. Last question that we've been asking everybody: is there one piece of content that you would recommend to people that you'd be like, you guys should definitely be checking out, whether it be book, comic book,
and it's okay if it's your own stuff.
Yeah, facts. I mean,
well, apart from our own stuff, I actually recently watched Psycho Gorman. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to check it out. It's like it's like an 80s classic cheesy horror movie, but it was super fun. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I'd enjoy it as much. If you guys like those classic, like The Thing, because it's very gory, but then it has a little bit of that comedic element to it.
Speaking my language right
very
now.
cool. Check it out.
Dope.
I tried Psycho Gorman like 3 times. It's not up my alley. I tried. I gave it a shot. I'm gonna go with music. So I found out about a band maybe a year and a half ago called King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Hey, Dave, yeah, you're chuckling, huh? Yeah, chuckle. Yeah, it was cool because, well, actually, no, I'm saying it's cool, but it sucks because they were supposed to come in April last year to Montreal, and I had my tickets. It was all lined up. They have like 30 albums. I was ready to bring like $400 to the concert and buy all the vinyls. And then maybe 3 days before the concert, they're just like, yeah, all shows are canceled.
Yeah.
And these guys are cool because of the amount of variety of music they have. They have like some albums that sound like Dave Brubeck. They have some psychedelic stuff. They have like surf rock grunge. It's like the weirdest stuff ever. And they're super eco-friendly. Like they're the first band to come out with a discography that's fresh press vinyls that will deteriorate, like that are biodegradable.
Oh wow!
Yeah. They're the first, they went and they created the company to do this. Apparently.
Oh, that's crazy. Man, that's dope. Can you write that in the private chat or in the comments, because I want to let people know about that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that sounds really cool. Yo, dude, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having us, guys. Congratulations again. That's awesome.
Thank you. Dude, that poster is really dope. Yeah. Oh, thanks, man.
Thank you, Chris. You better at least print out those other pictures of that, because there's gonna be a fight.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk after the show, guys.
Okay, guys. Yeah. Hopefully.
Yo, it was super nice seeing you guys, man.
Yo,
likewise.
Yeah.
We gotta have you guys back too. Everyone we had on today, we gotta have back at some point.
just so you know, like I know you guys are going to switching up, but right before lockdown was about to happen, I don't know if you remember, Brian, but we were supposed to have a massive gathering.
Yes.
Right, and we were setting up from my backyard, or no, it was supposed to be at M2, and we were supposed to get like all the surrounding people that we've been in contact with a while. I still have that on my mind, you know, whenever all of this is over, I want a massive clan gathering. I think it'll be amazing.
I'm keyed up and masked, and I'm down.
Yeah.
I almost bought a hazmat suit a couple months in, so trust me. I'm ready.
You better show up in your Baba outfit, by the way.
$30.
I'll get the music ready.
Put the helmet on. I would have been good. Y'all know it.
I'll have the song ready for you.
Yeah, you're showing up in that now. You can't not do it. Thanks for stopping by, guys.
Thank you so much for coming through. We're gonna get to another message. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks. Episode 250, Geektastic Cypher, Free X Agents Media.
Hey, fellas. Just want to say congratulations on episode 250. Keep it up.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Caesar from Next Reviews. Just want to wish y'all a happy 250th episode, and here's to another 250 episodes. So congratulations, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Let me get some more light here. Okay, let me get some more light here. What's going on?
Turn it up now, man. Hold on.
250. Let's get it. Geektastic in the building. What's going on, guys?
Yo, man. It's just crazy when we think about it. When I was like when we decided to start numbering and redoing the numbers, because Skinny ages ago was just like, yo, man, we got to start writing down these numbers because people need to know, like, we out here. And I was just like, what do you mean? It's like we're not putting enough of the, like, people don't know how many episodes we're doing. And I will take credit for making the mistake of like putting like seasons and dividing it every year so that it kind of looked like we restarted. And Skinny was like, yo, let's at least put the season number in front so that people know this is season 4, this is season 5. I was like, okay, cool. So we started doing that. And then at one point I was just like, yo, wait, how many episodes have we done? And I looked at the Mixcloud and I saw we had done 100 on the Mixcloud before we switched over to doing it on Podbean, and then we were reaching we were at 230 something, and I was just like, yo, wait a minute, we've done how many episodes?
Add it up, baby.
Yo, it's insane. And when I as you were talking, I'm thinking back to the very beginning. I don't really remember how we started this, to be honest. I think it must have been a Facebook instant messenger, quick little message like, wait, you're into this? Are you into this?
Yeah,
I think we're into this. Let's do this.
I was doing my hip hop show, and as much as I love doing hip hop, at some point I kind of, I've told people this story before. I love hip hop, but hip hop kind of got to a point where the stars weren't really reflective of the style of hip hop I was into.
Right.
No offense to Quavo and those guys, but I wasn't really my bag. And Post Malone, and I was like, okay, so this is what all the kids want to play. I'm gonna step back, and I reached out to the crew, and I reached out to JawzD, and we just started this, and it really was just like a Facebook group chat where we all kind of just realized we're all blurreds,
Hold up, Brian bought me pizza. He brought me this dog. He invited me over. There was Young Avengers involved, and then there was pizza.
Wow, I see wine is saying
Wow,
that's true.
That's crazy.
I didn't get nothing.
I damn near fell asleep at your house on a Friday night. I forgot outside your apartment on Z Concordia. We went inside. We had wild pizza, and then you were like, "Yo, check out what Young Avengers." I'm like, Young Avengers, and I was like, this is sick." And then 2 weeks later, I got invited.
And then I told you how I cheated on my girl.
Yeah.
These guys,
you guys, Brian, what is with you? Brian has these moments with people, right when he first meets them. It's like he's just got to grasp onto something. There's this love connection at the beginning.
It was so funny too, because I remember
this is our first time actually we've known each other for years at Abbott, right? We were hanging out. This is our first time, and Men's is just like, here, have some pizza. I'm gonna tell you how I cheated on my girl. Watching Avengers, and I'm like,
I've hung out. Get this. I've hung out with Brian before.
Yeah.
Because he was dating this girl who was in the crew that I was hanging out with, so our paths was crossed a few times, and it's just so weird how years later this is what's happening. It's so weird. And back then I think we barely even said hi to each other. We probably were like, hey,
it's just my girl's friends, and I was just like, okay.
Actually, Brian, shouts to Jenna Jones because that's how we know each other.
Oh, true, true,
and not like that. But she was a homie, and you know what I mean. It's
like you guys are Eskimo brothers or something.
No, I don't do that. No,
I was legit wondering.
Reintroduction to Wizzy right there.
I was legit wondering when this episode turned from Geektastic Cypher over to Running with Wolves.
Listen, you know I'm in the building.
The moment.
She was the promo director at the radio station I was at, but she was also tight with Skinny. They were friends, and that's how we met. But Skinny, you and I met that first time when you left behind your copy of The Dynasty in one of the classrooms at Abbott, and I found it. And I remember looking at the CD and being like, "Wait, they released another album?" Because I at that point I was collecting, I was big because I was hosting a radio show and stuff like that, and I was so mad that I wasn't up on the fact that this album had dropped. And then Skinny was just like, "Hey, I think I left some," and I was like, "Oh, that's and that's how we've met that first time."
Yep.
That's funny.
But true, that pizza hang, Young Avengers, I completely forgot about that. But that was good hang. That was good hang. Yeah, man. And then Dave, the first time I met you, like you said, you came through with the guys, and then we hung out because I was just like, this guy actually knows his shit. JawzD, we knew each other from high school.
Yeah.
Toby, I knew you through, and then Wizzy, we went to the same high school, and then Skinny was telling me when we were just doing the show, he's just like, yo, my man Wizzy hit me up, and he's just like, you guys are doing some stuff over there. He's like, y'all seem genuinely serious about this stuff, and I was just like, and everyone who knows me knows, you guys remember JawzD, Skinny. That time you guys came over at my other place, and I was like, I sat you guys down and watched the YouTube videos on the things you need to do, and I was just like, this is the I was like, you guys need to take notes. Let's get some food. Let's I
do remember that. I was like, I ain't writing down shit.
No, but Brian has always been this way. This is a very interesting group of guys here. Now, JawzD is a family friend of mine, so I've known JawzD really long. I remember bumping into you at orientation with our mom and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Brian is the same way from high school. I always tell people, you got to be careful how you treat people in high school because you never know later on in life how you're going to need them. I'm so happy I had an open mind and I never shunned Brian. And the smarter black guys now we're called blurs now. But I'm happy I never shunned Brian because Brian didn't play on the ball team. I ran with the basketball guys and the sneakerheads. But I always show love to Brian and Josh from Jump. And then me and Skinny, we hooked up when I was running with Sean Ojo. I'm like, this guy's a dope guy. So let's go. Skinny called me one day. I felt it was like an ACN call. So Skinny called me one day. He wasn't being too descriptive. He's like, yo, listen, man. Yo, you need to come by me, man. I gotta talk to you, man. There's no pizza involved. Now I'm not trying to say I got a raw deal. All I got was a spliff and a handshake.
I came from Toronto to Montreal to be on the show live. I didn't get no pizza either, bro. I traveled 6 hours. And these guys were over here having pizza lunches and dates. And
lunches and dates.
When we went to Dave, though, when we did the backyard party, we did get all the food and we broke bread together. So
that's true. We were all there. That's true.
That was fun.
The wing. And then Skinny was hilarious. Skinny was like, yo, listen, man, we got this thing called Frank and Armstrong. I was telling the doc, and we're thinking, hey, listen, we need to bring you in. I was like, yo, listen, I'm down. Well, I mean, the podcast platform, I part. Let's go. Let's do it. And then, I got to meet Toby. I think Toby's one of the dopest guys I've ever met in the last 5 years. And Dave is my fucking guy. Nobody can tell me different. I've been in St. Lucia talking about Dave. I was in the aisle talking about Dave. Because it's deep to me. No, but all jokes aside, Josh, you remember Chris Maggio, right?
I think
remember we had Chris Maggio, he was a cool white guy that wanted to wait with us, and he died a couple years ago. He went to windshield of his car. So I've been trying to fill this gap of cool white guy in my circle. I've had this gap for a while. So I said, hold on.
Yeah.
I said, hold on. So I met Dave. Man, listen, man. I want people to understand this guy.
Dave, wear your seatbelts at all times.
Let me tell you something about Dave, man. I've traveled all over the world. I've met a lot of people. I've yet to meet a guy that work hard, buy a house, invite a whole bunch of. Listen, Dave let me do a game night over there. He never asked me who will bring it over. He never said how much people. He was just like, hey, listen, come on down. You know what I mean? And you don't really meet people like that open up and that really feel the vibe to podcast to do what we do. And it's good that he's a part of the circle with us. And I want to say here on the show, Dave, I really appreciate you.
It's dope. I wouldn't have this crew any other way, man. This has been some of the dopest times. If I didn't have this every week, guys, I might have been on like the 6 o'clock news at some point.
We're all connected too. Like me and Toby went to high school together. Dave, we're West Island homies. JawzD, me and your moms grew up together. Wizzy, we go way back. Brian, come on, crazy.
Montreal's this big.
But the black community is that big. The back of me. But listen, man, congratulations, guys. 250 episodes. A lot of people can't even get past 6. So no one should ever shun at this. 250 is really hard. And that only tells me you guys are just a little bit away from 500. Yeah. And now we're really moving. But you guys are great, man. Much smarter group of guys I've ever seen in my life. Like, this is the one setting that I actually feel small. You got Akeem Grams. He's throwing on the hat like he's future. I know he's the worst. He's the worst. But you guys are great, man.
But Wizzy, you don't have to run. We're gonna play a message, and then we're gonna bring Akeem in, and we're gonna keep y'all on.
Y'all keep it on. Oh man, it's about to get crazy.
Wow. Let's play this message real quick. Don't go anywhere. Geektastic Cypher episode 250. We out here.
You see the name? You know the name. The Puppet Master, Geppetto, Brian's replacement. Call me whatever you want. Anyway, shout out to you on your 250th episode. And at some point, I need to be on there. No question. Peace.
My replacement.
Yeah. I love that.
Fancy
shit.
I have to bring on the new swagger 250.
You see this Negro right here? What's the cap on the length with this Negro right here? Akeem Grams is the worst person to ever be on a panel with. Akeem,
wow, it's starting like this.
Akeem, give them our Black History panel from last year when we officially linked up.
First of all, I have to handle some business first before we get into the shit. We need to get into the series. Tobe, why are you ducking, fam?
Bro, I was literally about to say. I sent you an invite to a game. You never responded.
Miles out, fam. Pull up to the spot, fam.
Yeah,
on deck waiting, fam.
I sent you a virtual link. You never responded.
You sent me a goddamn thing. Oh, God.
Lord have mercy.
No bigger than the camera.
Whenever you want the smoke, I'm home in Montreal in July for 2 weeks for Just for Laughs. Come get the smoke, fam. I'll pay for the
location.
Megabus ticket, fam. Pull up. The Megabus ticket's on me.
All right, cool. I'll come with the Connect 4 decal on my car and everything, just so you know.
Okay.
The battle is going to be real.
No, I wasn't here for the smoke. I wasn't here for the smoke. But Toby's a big guy. I don't know if you've seen Toby in person.
Quite a large.
There's certain those.
But when we get into how Wizzy and I met, let's take it back a little bit. Just a couple months ago. Umar hit me up, yo, Akeem, you want to be on the podcast? But of course, I'm with the shits. Let's do this. I have Disney Plus. I got shit I want to get off my chest. This nigga told. We're having a pleasant conversation. We're talking about WandaVision. We're talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. My bad. Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Respect on the name.
You feel me? We're talking about all the things Marvel. This nigga want to come and talk shit about Connect 4.
Oh, Toby, you the man on the Connect?
Yo, listen. Okay, cool. He mentioned that he's really good at Connect 4. I said, time out. Let me.
I think Toby said he thinks.
I'm amazing. I'm
okay.
phenomenal.
All right. So
really good isn't my pronouns. Phenomenal are my pronouns. You feel me?
Let me rephrase. Snap. He thinks he's amazing.
Oh,
Connect 4. so I had to.
This nigga left. Oh no! Oh shit! Yeah.
Hey, listen. I wasn't gonna mention anything. I wasn't gonna say anything. He started this.
I gotta change that.
Anyway. When this does happen, we'll make sure it's recorded. We'll go best of 7. What do you want to do?
Whatever you want. Make it light on yourself.
All right, cool. We'll make it playoff style. Best of 7.
So when you two are done, I'm taking the winner. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yo, Dave says he's coming for the throne too, but
dude, unlike you guys who talk, I actually have a Connect 4 right there.
Unlike you guys.
Like unlike you guys. Talking about virtual and stuff. I have a Connect 4. None of y'all brought a Connect 4. I'll go get it.
I'm with Shot of Dave.
Skin, let me know when it's my turn to talk.
He's on the Steven Samuels. I'll wait.
You go get him. Get him.
That's crazy.
You guys don't understand. Listen, the fact that you think because you own a Connect. No, I've left in Jamaica. I've left in Dominican. I've been around the world. I brought this game everywhere.
When did you join this Connect 4 tour that nobody knows about? Are you in the senior league? What's going on?
You don't understand, bro. I'm nice like that.
Bro, man.
Bring Connect 4 to the club with bottles. Guaranteed. Anybody?
Wow, I've never heard that.
It doesn't matter location to me, man. I don't know why you're naming the stations.
Okay, for those who are listening, you're going like, why the hell are they going so hard about Connect? The thing is, when you're a kid, you never understand.
Toby thinks because he has a full beard, he could talk shit. I don't care. I don't care.
I did not know there was like some underground Connect 4 stuff going on, man.
It looks like a kid's game, right? Because there's all these colors and everything, but there is a strategy to Connect 4. There's a ton of strategy to Connect 4. And Mr. Grams over here thinks he knows all of them and he's never been beaten in his life. All I'm saying is, even if I win one game out of those 7s, Akeem, it's going online.
Bro,
that you lost.
Wait. Watch this, and then we're gonna talk about how Wizzy and I became best friends. Where are you at right now? Where are you currently situated? What city?
Feels like a trap.
All you're gonna hear is the knock at Toby's place.
Ding dong at your door.
What city are you currently in?
I am in Toronto.
Damn, what just happened to Toronto from Montreal, dog? What just happened to T-Dot from Montreal, niggas, dog? You guys lost.
What do you mean? I'm still a Habs fan, bro. Just because I left Montreal to come to Toronto doesn't mean I stopped.
You made your choice.
I crossed enemy lines. Is that what you're saying?
You made your choice.
Proto-Man's in the house. Look what he dropped into the chat.
Amazing.
They don't want
amazing.
Yo,
some people in the chat have been saying it sounds like this needs to be a tournament going on.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Tournament.
I'm up for the challenge.
We're gonna do it. I mean, I feel like we have to set it up like Mortal Kombat style, where like Akeem is the boss at the end.
Yeah,
and
he's in the PAL building.
Akeem is in the same PAL camp.
That's a great.
Jaygrizz told you to fold your laundry. Jaygrizz told you to fold your laundry like 20 minutes ago.
Jaygrizz is cold.
Yeah, Jaygrizz is
cold, man. Oh,
yo, show them the hat, Akeem. Show them the hat. Show them the hat.
They're not ready for the
Show them the hat. Show them the
I like
hat.
the hat.
Wow.
Diffuse the situation. Show them the hat.
Wizzy, you don't understand. This is a reformed ass nigga right here. Don't play with me. This is a reform. I'm not
Oh my god.
It's hot though. It's hot. My hairline's still straight.
That is great.
I respect it.
You know what? You can look at the hat in the background. Look at that. Look at the hat in the background.
Can we talk about last time you were here? Is it public knowledge as to how you were feeling, what condition you were in?
Oh, I had the Rona.
Yeah.
That was the second time I caught the Rona.
Oh my god.
But I got the antibodies now, so I'm straight.
After the second time? Shit.
Yeah, I didn't realize you had it the second time.
Yeah, I thought that was the first.
I had it not the April that just passed, but the one before. And I got fucking casted for Batwoman. I could talk about it, the season wrap. So I got casted for Batwoman, but I couldn't do it because I caught the Rona.
What you be doing getting corona twice, nigga?
Nigga, listen.
For real.
You really asked that question. You know what's going on. I've been to Vancouver. You know what's going on. I told you to be careful with those things in Vancouver. You didn't want to listen. I told you I went off.
Dangerous.
Yeah, he was still in Montreal.
I be in the streets, fam. I be in these streets, fam.
I gave you the B condoms for no reason, basically.
Right?
We did the promo and everything for nothing.
We did.
Out here, bro.
I'm still trying to figure out how condoms are vegan. I thought they're all vegan. I don't get it.
No, they're not all vegan, unfortunately. Like Skinny Jaws and Doc, y'all know me. Y'all never thought at any point I'll become a spokesperson for a condom company. At no point in my savage history was I going to become the face of a condom company. At no point. This podcasting shit is crazy.
Actually, if there was,
why would I get thrown under the bus?
Easy.
If there was anyone I would say would be a spokesperson for a condom company, though, it might be Wizzy, though.
It's actually a lot more convincing than
out of everyone, I think you're the only one who can probably sell it to people.
But on some real shit, guys, on some real shit, Wheezy's into you. I'm talking about me. I just got a new hat. Wheezy's into some new shit.
Hey, he's got the gift, the gab, everything.
Mask, all that shit, bro. He's trying to be light skinned so bad. I don't understand.
I told y'all. If I was ever light skinned, the whole game would be shut down. The whole game will be shut down. They don't want me to be light skinned. There's certain niggas that can't cross over to the light man. I'm one of them.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god!
You know, for a lot of trying though, this nigga working hard, bro.
You see, Toby, he messaged me probably when I started doing my synergy thing. I said, "Fuck y'all niggas, you, Jason, Ronnie, all you pretty niggas. You guys have been pretty for 2 decades. I've been pretty for 1 minute. Y'all already on my ass. You disgruntled Negroes. Let me shine a little bit, goddamn." I can't even be pretty for 1 minute, but you.
I feel you on that.
No, fuck you too, Toby. Toby's the type of dude. Toby, hold on.
The Valentine's Day massacre in this place. Everyone
How many shirts do you have?
How many what?
Shirts do you have? How many cutoff T-shirts that shows your arms do you have? No, you know what? Hold on,
No.
I take that question back.
All of them.
No, I take that question back. I take that question back. Toby, answer me this. I don't know the name of the top. The little top where the muscle guys, they cut it real short here because they want to make sure they show their 8-pack.
Bro, I don't even wear shirts.
What?
There you go. All right, guys. Good night, 250. Thank you very much. There you go.
What's a shirt? What's a shirt? I don't understand what a shirt. What's a shirt?
Ask these guys how much of an intro was like in the first like maybe couple hundred episodes. I just like would be Mike testing.
Like Toby put a shirt on.
When we were recording that standing every morning, eating and everybody like it was a spectacle.
Peggy said she's crying.
Toby's like, I don't know what to dress up as for Halloween.
Right
He's like, I don't know what to dress up for Halloween. And we're just like, just go as a Spartan.
And they don't know Toby doesn't like to wear shirts. Toby doesn't show the abs. Toby's the kind of guy Akeem, you can't even go down to the lake to the Lachine Canal with Toby. Toby's one of those guys like he's a stay-at-home friend.
Yo, I'll tell you one thing right now that's never come up before, but when we went to Miami like 10 years ago with friends of mine.
Of course you did.
My nickname 2 days in, my friends called me the Lighthouse because they would use me to fucking pick up and then just like fucking that's it. That was my job. That whole fucking trip was to pick up for them. It was crazy. Lighthouse.
Well, yeah, because you take off your shirt, all the men move away and all the women come in.
Well, actually, you know what's funny about that? You know what's funny about that is I get more attention from guys though than girls. You're
going to the beaches. That's awesome. I don't know.
It is pretty weird.
Akeem, see what's going on? See, I wasn't smart enough to be a part of Geektastic Cypher. I was never asked to like be another host on it.
No.
It's okay.
Hold on,
it's okay.
Wizzy,
you have to know your limitations, Toby. I'm not as smart as you guys.
Hold on, how did you came into the show all under this veil of pleasantry, and then in the past like 5 minutes, all over the place.
How it really feels. He's trying to be light skinned, but the dark skin is still internal. He has backup now.
You happens when nigga goes Hollywood? See when nigga goes Hollywood? He didn't even go Hollywood yet. He just went to Vancouver. Now he wants to pigeonhole people. Akeem is the worst person. I told him he was going to change when he went to Vancouver. I said the white girls and the snake and eggs is going to change you. You don't want to listen. I told you. You so Hollywood, Akeem. Look at you. You can't trust guys that smile. What do I always tell you guys? Niggas that grin too much, you can't trust them. Doc, sometimes I'm like, I'm kind of funny about Doc. He be smiling a lot, but I fuck with my Doc.
That's true.
You can't trust Akeem. Look at that smile. You can't just look at that smile like that. How many hearts you broke today?
7.
Well, hold on. Was this planned to have these guys on at the same time?
Yes.
You guys are freaking.
You guys planned this?
I knew Wizzy. I wanted to have you on, and I knew Akeem was coming after, and I was just like, I'll just leave these guys.
Let it go.
I didn't know this was gonna happen.
No, but me and Akeem naturally have this. I feel like we're kind of like Kevin Hart and fucking Dwayne Johnson, but I guess I'll be Dwayne Johnson since Akeem. I'll be Dwayne Johnson, but I don't have Toby's muscles and Akeem. I guess Akeem, you Kevin Hart, and I'm Dwayne Johnson.
I'm on my fit shit. No, I'm on my fit shit. I'm a sex symbol. Toby gonna watch.
But Kevin Hart lives a little swole. You know, a little swole on the yacht.
They don't want
little choice.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't want me and Akeem to go on the road together and do something. They don't want us to go on the road together. They don't want us to go on the road together. Yo, hold on, Akeem, let the boys know how we linked up because they won't even believe how this came together.
Yes,
the Black History Month panel.
So Kemba, shout out to Kemba. She reached out to me about doing and Brian was there too, about doing a panel for the youth and then adults in the afternoon. Some demon time shit she was trying to be on. Nah, for real, no, but keep it real though. Kemba's outfit from the morning to the afternoon was whole different. Hairstyle, she had her hair up, chilling with no makeup on, all that sweats. She was in socks and slides. Yo, nighttime came, heels upon the place, blazer with a roll-up cuff like this. She was ready, looking for love. But
I didn't know I could cry laughing this much, man.
Hold on, listen to this.
we linked up and we had never met before. Surprisingly, because our circles are so intertwined, but we had never like crossed paths before. So we're doing the podcast, and then we're doing the podcast, we're doing the panel and everything. We're sitting there, and then there's this one old lady that just kept challenging everything we said. And at one point, I didn't know Wizzy at the time. I didn't know he was a personality. I knew he had one for listening to the 5 minutes. But he started talking, he started going off. I'm just like, let me just sit right here and mind my business. And then from there, like, bro, I fucked with this dude. So then ever since then, we've just been vibing and trying to do things together, make moves together, do content together, and stuff like that. So I'll be home for 2 weeks in July. So I'm cooking in the studio.
Have you guys ever hosted something else together?
Nah, fuck around. But hold on, he told it to you from his vantage point. Let me give you my vantage point. Well, we're wolves. I tell stories for a living. This is why I do that. So the panel is divided in two. Glory be unto God. Akeem is sitting right next to me. Now I don't know this, but I've heard about the guy. I heard he's funny. So they're talking to us. As the night goes on, I start looking like, me and Akeem is holding down this whole right-hand side by ourselves. So now we're just passing the mic between ourselves, just going in on this old lady. But you start to see in the room, everybody's starting to get slightly uncomfortable because you're like, fuck, who are these guys? And we're tag teaming the whole shit. We're going back and forth. And then at one point I look at him like, I fucks with you. He's like, I fucks with you. And here we are.
That's crazy.
I love it.
What were you guys roasting this lady for?
She said, no, hold on, Akeem. We're talking and she goes, I've never heard of you guys. I said, well, hold on now. Do you have social media? No. Do you have a smartphone? No. Okay, well, this is what happens here. And then we broke it down to her.
She had a rotary phone.
I told her kids should show her how to log on.
Which was the one with, because in the day there was the older lady that had the grandsons, right?
Yeah.
Remember? It's not the same lady.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
They should never put us on a Black History panel together. This is not the level of excellence they're trying to strive for.
Why do people feel the need to do stuff like that, though, or say stuff like that? It's weird, right?
Because they don't care, Toby.
Yeah.
Entitled.
When you get that age, you don't care. You don't care.
Right?
You're not coming to me and whatever. I can say whatever I want.
Never heard of you guys.
Which is fine. You will.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
You will.
Well, remember, she's not gonna forget you. They were so rude to me.
Of course not.
No. She's not. No.
She's
Listen,
not gonna forget about that.
We kill you with kindness. We had a great time, but that just shows that, like, we have some personalities in the scene. When I met him, I said, "Listen, man, any way I can help you, especially in Vancouver, wherever you want to go with your craft, I'm down to help you." Because, like, all jokes aside, how many niggas that you can say, like, he could really be an actor? Akeem is one of them.
Yeah.
Like Akeem, like, fuck you, Akeem. You be spinning commercials on people. You don't tell nobody. I'm scrolling.
Drop it in.
Your brother texted me. He's like, "Did you see it? Did you share? Did you repost?" I'm like, "Nigga, I didn't even see what the fuck's going on." I'm looking at the thing, and this is how good you are, Akeem. I couldn't tell whether you were playing, whether it was a skit, or was it actually legit shit. That's how good it was. Akeem, I'm talking about the first commercial with the cologne and shit.
It was legit. Is that the one with the blue suit?
Yeah.
Nigga, they didn't let me keep the suit. I'm still acting them.
See, you a tease too. I get it. Okay, I see. I like the skill. Yeah.
I need a 3-piece. No, but on some real shit, it's like, for me, ever since I got into the entertainment game 3.5 years ago, I said, bro, I'm doing this full force, and I want to meet people that are so like-minded and want to do it. And what's crazy is Montreal got a lot of talkers. Montreal got a lot of people who just say they want to do this, say they want to do that, and this, that, and the third, and then it's like, okay, you hit them up 3 weeks later. Yo, when are you trying to do the thing? Oh, no, I got this, I got that. But then you got people like yourselves running this stuff, and it's like, you're all the people I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm busting my ass out here so I can put y'all on, because I'm over here becoming mainstream. I'm still with the shits. I got Toby here, chickenless in his bathrobe with his flip-flops on. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Bro, if you put us on and get us out, now tell people you're so good at Connect 4, bro.
You'll tell people regardless.
Give in.
Once you get that ass, you'll tell people.
This Connect 4 shit is crazy.
So the fact that Wizzy and I met the way we did, right? It was just God's plan. He announced what he did, I announced what I did, and then from there it's just like, yo, we gotta stay united in their content. Because think about this. He has one of the top morning shows in the city. And they only give it to him once a week.
That's true.
Make that make sense. Think about it. You're competing with Q92 or whatever the fuck they're called now.
Yeah.
The
Virgin.
All these fucking places, you know what I'm saying? And you do this shit once a week. Them white people are on there every single morning giving out cards, giving out you know what I'm saying? Fucking Drake tickets to the Bell Center, and you go up there, you don't got no fucking awards, you ain't got no gift cards giving out, but you still have people tuning in. What does that tell you? These people aren't ready for you, and you're killing the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I tell them all the time, CKT, something doesn't add up. I can't interview all the top broadcasters in the country, and I just do one slide. Like, and then Virgin was like, we don't know what to do with you. They're so afraid for me to Howard Stern the game in this country. like, what do they think I'm gonna do? Go up there in a Black Panther suit and wear the beret, the leather beret? And be like, all I want to do, I tell people all the time, all I want to do is sit down one-on-one with Tory Lanez. Oh, we're gonna play a little basketball. All I want to do is sit down with Tory Lanez one-on-one. That's all I want to do.
Why? That's what my cousin. You get that done. That's nothing.
Hey, Weez, when you do that, please, I need you to reenact the scene from Sway where he stands up, but he still looks like he's sitting. I need you to do that for me.
Oh, hey, hold on. Wow.
That's deep. That's deep.
Yo, you guys are crazy, man.
I didn't even get to ask it, but I feel like I have to because I asked everybody else. Akeem, Wizzy, is there anything that you guys would recommend to the listeners other than your amazing content that people should check out? Book, comic book, game, music, food, new food trends?
Go check out Weezy's podcast. Go check out the Woman Chaser. He's coming out with good shit. He's out here killing it, exfoliating every Thursday.
Yo, shout out to Synergy Manny Spot for the peels. But listen, I read a book. I actually heard Charlamagne God talk about it on Brilliance about 2 years ago. It's called The Uncomfortable Truth About Relationships by Neil Strauss. I want to encourage, it's the same guy that wrote that pickup book, right? We travel the world and show people how to pick up models. He wrote a follow-up book called The Uncomfortable Truth About Relationships. And everybody that's ever dated anybody should read this book. Boy, it's a dark tunnel, Akeem. Oh, it started good.
I listen to Kevin Samuels.
Oh no.
Oh, Kevin Samuels be wilding though. Why you put your hands up? This is no stop sign out here. What's going on? The language police gonna come for your ass, dog. Keep fucking around.
Hold up.
I'm ducking into the bush home your file.
You wanna know why I listen to Kevin Samuels? Because Kevin Samuels says the shit that people don't want to say. He just says it in an aggressive ass manner. I don't agree with how he says it, right?
Yeah.
I don't agree
Delivery
with
matters though, right? Doesn't it?
But we can't discredit the message just because you don't like the way you're receiving it. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. Hold on. I don't like that narrative though.
That's gonna
go not because I don't like the way I'm receiving it or someone else doesn't like the way they're receiving it. Sometimes if you want your message to be heard and taken for what it is, you have to actually deliver it properly. But you can't tell people they're pieces of shit and then tell them how they could stop being a piece of shit. It's a weird
but here's the thing, so he doesn't. For example, let's look at me, for example. I tell jokes. Now I know that when I do a show, say for 300-400 people, because that's where I'm at now, nigga, upgrading. So 300-400 people, right? Maybe what? 75-80% will like it, 20%. So I'm supposed to change how I'm telling this joke for 80% people are receptive to it for that 20. Because think about it, he has fans, he has people who listen to him. He has people who tune in. So clearly he's doing something right in the way he's saying it. Right? It's just the small majority of people don't fuck with it. So
but there's like a fine line between the thing is what he does right now is what's selling online.
Yeah.
Yes.
That controversy.
That's
game.
my thing.
No, but there's a word for it, right? Doc, you and I talked about this. It's what's called reactionary podcast. There's a word for it, right?
Yeah, I don't remember right now.
There's got to be a word for it.
But I'll let you go, Toby.
No, that's all I was gonna say. It's that's the game. Like he's feeding on. Matter of fact, COVID was probably the best time for it because people had time to get angry about everything, and they're just tuning in for the drama. I don't even think it's about what he's saying. It's about watching people react badly to what he's saying.
You ever heard the saying, if it don't apply, let it fly?
Yeah.
A lot of people get triggered because he's calling out a lot of people, and then people look at it and be like, shit, that's me. He airing out my shit.
That could very well be.
Yeah,
100%.
That's interesting because I say that all the time. Like, whenever if someone makes a comment that says white people, and then someone gets offended, it's just like, homie, you know, you're not one of the white people we're talking about. Why are you getting mad?
Yeah,
exactly.
Dave is not one of the white people we're talking about.
No,
Dave, not you, Dave. The other guy. We know that Dave.
I like Dave's reaction.
This is what I'm saying. So that's why, and that's why I fuck with him.
Yeah,
right. And as an adult, I can filter out the aggressiveness and the bullshit and the harsh tone to get what he's actually saying. Because some of these motherfuckers is delusional, bro.
You know who I don't play with?
With Akeem.
You know who I don't play with? I don't play with Umar. I don't play with him.
Oh no, Umar.
Okay.
Umar clown.
Oh, Wizzy. Wizzy. Is this a
Yeah, what? No, come on. Come on. I don't like
No, listen. I'm not challenging you at all. No, all I'm saying is that, especially for Kevin Samuels, like, when he's talking about, like, black men and stuff like that, there's aspects in there that I can agree on. But that whole other side where people call in and he tells them you're a piece of shit and change your life, I'm not with that. Putting down people, like, I'm not with that. But there's certain elements of his discourse about the black man and what we go through that there's certain elements that I agree with. But it's hard to take somebody wholeheartedly all in. And Akeem, to speak about what you were just saying before, everybody's not like us. Everybody's not able to take in information and filter it, and that's the problem. Because the majority of people are clones. I feel like we're in a fucking Star Wars Clone Wars movie here.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, being real is that we're in a minority. People that get it and say, "Oh shit!" Like, for example, Dipset. I always make this analogy. We all knew Dipset wasn't in the streets really shooting niggas, but those of us Montrealers that understood, okay. They'll do one thing, but it wasn't to the extent that they were talking in their song.
Right. You're right.
Us on this panel, we understood that. How many guys you know in Montreal Nord, when 50 and Junior guys came out, they went crazy. They really thought these guys were about it like all day. Most people aren't able to filter the bullshit, and that's the problem. So they take somebody like Kevin Samuels and Dr. Umar, and they take it as gospel.
Yeah.
No, but I blame school. They don't teach critical thinking until you go to fucking college and you actually have to fucking take
and that's the thing. One of the things that I've been having conversations with my journalist friends is media literacy is something that we think it should be taught across the board. Yeah. You need everyone to learn media literacy because the media comes to you in so many different fashions now, and a lot of people don't know how to filter it. They don't understand, and I want to blame them for not knowing, but at the same time, I understand because it evolved so quickly. They didn't have a chance to catch up, but then you still have that's my problem. I say that because there's some people our age that can't. But when I see 20-year-olds who can't read it, I'm like, no, homie, nigga, you grew up with the internet your entire life and you don't understand the difference. You can't tell the difference, Like that doesn't make sense to me. You literally grew up with a tablet in your hand. In 2000, you had a tablet of some sort in your hand. Right? You had a smartphone, you had something. You're 21 now and you're still falling into this stuff. That's where I have a problem.
Yeah, it's
someone.
Right? Because a lot of people are sheep, man. A lot of people are sheep.
Yeah,
a lot of people just
something changed in us.
It's the PG era. That's what happened. A bunch of people got scared and they didn't know what to do, and now no one could It's why, example, comedy is suffering a lot because you can only make fun of what you can only make fun of what you represent. You know.
But one of the things is there's a difference, and this is something Wizzy and I were going to talk about because he asked me. There's a difference between cancel culture and consequent culture, and I think right now, Harvey Weinstein is canceled because he's a fucking monster.
True.
That dude's a monster. Yeah. We want to cancel him. We don't want that person in the world anymore.
He's not 100% at fault. I would give him 80% at fault.
20% is an industry that knew and made jokes about it.
No. So it's 80% his fault, 10% the industry, 10% the broads that were sucking his dick.
Ooh.
I'm not going to blame the broads.
I am 100%. You got to be accountable.
No, I'm not going to.
So you got to be accountable, and I'll tell you.
I understand. I understand where he's coming from when it comes to that. In terms of it went on for so long, and you allow it. It's almost like think about the other people who were victimized along the way. Blah 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 blah. But you can't really blame the victims at the end of the day because they were put into a system that was already in place.
You're not blaming the victims. You're blaming the people who were doing it.
I'm saying what I'm doing. What I'm saying is that if Harvey Weinstein, he's out here saying, "Yo, listen, I'll put you in a movie if you let me blow your back out." Shit. Now you have to think. She's a girl.
Choice is yours.
You have a choice. It's a simple choice.
But man,
it's not a simple choice though.
It's not a simple choice, man. This is your dream. This is the thing you worked hard for.
Exactly.
But he preys on that dream.
Yeah. Also,
I agree. That's why I give him the 80%. But the 10%, you still have to be accountable in some way. If somebody,
and I'm sure they feel that guilt every day.
for
sure.
Hold on. The people who are doing that, who feel like they have no other choice,
right?
Because that's the thing. Those are people that I would imagine felt they didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Why didn't they feel they had a choice though? That's the question I want to ask.
Because they let people who work at freaking Wendy's finger them for free, and they said, okay. Like,
you know what's funny? What's funny is that you forget he's a comedian. he has to see the funny in all the dark situations.
But that's what I'm saying.
Contrary.
Facts. But what I was saying was, but besides the point, canceled, right? His actions. It was 80 when it's canceled. Yeah. Consequences is us. Consequences is someone who makes that kind of mistake, and I would dare say Harvey is also canceled and consequence culture. That's a combination of his actions led to the consequences that he's facing now. Cosby, consequences, a whole bunch of these people
deserve everything they're getting.
Kevin Spacey, consequences, exactly.
But the thing is, cancel culture.
Right now, the problem is that for me, like, I've come to a place where it's like I hold myself accountable for everything, every problem, every good thing, every single thing. I know one thing: a lot of people don't want to hold themselves accountable. They want to abstain themselves and absolve themselves of all of what their influence and part in how
their role in it. For sure.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like I'm oversimplifying. I will say that he was a piece of shit.
But there is an acceptance of that comes with growth eventually.
Yeah. But
there's an understanding. There's an understanding of it.
The other part I'm saying is cancel culture is, for example, Chris Hardwick, who was never officially accused of anything.
Yeah. Right.
And then was removed from the Talking Dead, was removed from panels at conventions, was removed from stuff. ID10, his podcast, we talked about this. Yeah. Like, that's the example to me of cancel, because whether or not he did it, he never got to face his accuser because his accuser didn't officially accuse him. Everyone figured out based on the information that was available. And then it was just like, well, and then all of a sudden he got canceled. That to me is cancel culture versus consequent culture. Because we don't know. There was the investigation in the end said he wasn't found guilty of anything. He ended up getting back on Talking Dead. He ended up getting back a whole bunch of stuff. And then at that point, his image is tarnished.
His stock was already down.
Because the minute somebody and this is the slippery slope. The minute a woman accuses you of anything, whether it's true or not, that seed of doubts is already planted. That seed's already planted, and there's nothing set up that we haven't found a solution to protect us men from these things. Now, granted,
but not even just us men. I always look at this from the perspective as a black man, because we have seen historically that as black men, we were being found guilty of things we didn't do.
Emmett too.
Exactly. And that's why when I remember when Extension passed away or got killed, I shouldn't say. And people are just like, were saying, oh, he beat his baby mom and stuff like that. And I was just like, I mean, I don't know. Like, she was pregnant. He assaulted her. He was being charged. There's supposed to be a case. I said to people in that chat, I remember I was in a group chat and I said to people, I'm not going to say he's guilty because I don't know that he was found guilty, and I can't say he's guilty because they didn't. And people were getting mad at me, jumping down my throat. And I was like, guys, listen, the only reason I'm saying that is, as a black man, I'm not going to live in a world where we just say a black man is guilty of something. Because we've seen for how many hundreds of years that black men have been found guilty of shit and they didn't even do anything. Denzel showed us in Hurricane that motherfucker didn't do shit and he's being found guilty. Emmett Till didn't do anything. The person admitted it way after the fact. These motherfuckers did the worst possible things they could do. We've seen it our entire lives. So for me, my reaction to this whole situation isn't necessarily just as men. It's a black man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, white guys, that you're facing this situation the way you are. Y'all had some glow ups over the last couple.
I know. Nothing happened to Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen is the best example of this. Imagine if Charlie Sheen was black. He'll never got away with that shit.
Oh, no.
Charlie Sheen literally said, yo, I'm fucking bitches. I'm giving them stuff. I'm taking drugs. Literally said it.
Yeah.
Literally said it. And it was like, okay, cool, tiger blood.
Yeah.
It became a meme. So here's why this conversation. We keep like there's a whole weird mess of things because you don't know who fits into what and why someone gets canceled over someone else and someone's thing is worse than the other.
Each case is different. That's the point. Everyone wants to lump everybody into one easily classified box.
But isn't that how the law should be though? It shouldn't.
No
all
one
be
likes details anymore.
No,
Details.
no. It's not even that nobody likes problems. It's not even that nobody likes problems, right? It's the fact that we're supposed to have nuance for one situation, but not have nuance for the other. For example, y'all remember last time when I was talking about that booty ass LGBTQ premium podcast I was hosting? Right?
I don't. Did you talk about it on the show? I think you and I spoke about it.
We brought it up. But either way, so I was there. We were talking about it's just when Kobe passed away. Just when Kobe passed away. I'm talking about, I brought it up and said, yo, first I want to say RIP to Kobe. You know what I mean? A real one. We lost a legend, an example, a role model, right? Not only a superb athlete, but a superb husband, this, that, and the third. They want to be like, well, he had that whole sexual harassment case. I'm like,
never convicted.
He got acquitted in court. So what's your deal?
And they found, they found mad dirt on that girl too. But that shows you exactly what I said. The minute to see the doubt was there.
Skip the part where you found the dirt on the girl. Stick to the fact that he got acquitted. That's me. I don't have to put her down to prove. If in the end he got acquitted, he got acquitted. I personally don't like Kobe as a basketball player, but at the end of the day,
we gonna fight, Doc. We gonna
wow.
Listen, yo, where my Kobe shits at? We gonna fight. We gonna fight. We gonna fight.
Live long and prosper, folks. No, hey, just because I didn't like him as a player doesn't mean I don't respect that.
But that's the point. He was acquitted, and then similar to what he was talking about, when he died, they came up with articles bringing that up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then that's
like major news publications. This is why.
Another example of cancel culture is Michael Jackson being canceled after he's dead because of a documentary that was released on HBO that HBO then buried. That to me is a perfect example of cancel culture. You want to cancel somebody who has passed away, who was found not guilty of any of the crimes that they're being accused of in a documentary by the same people who already accused them, who already got investigated. And now, instead of using the legal system that is supposed to properly investigate, we're going to go to a journalist who's being paid based on how many people he can get to read or watch his content.
Piss off.
Interesting. Yeah, again, there are nuances and little weird situations like this, right? And
case
it's always going to be a thing. And what it comes down to is just people being able to have rational conversations about it and being like, this is the fact, that's the fact, and that's it. It should, but then we wouldn't have things to talk about, to be honest.
We'll always find something to talk about.
I was going to tell the people tuned in. Listen, this is a group of adults right here, grown ass men. We ain't just all with the shit. It ain't just he ha ha talking shit to each other. We can have adult conversations too.
Yeah, 100%.
Shit.
Well, that's why when we started the whole collective, one of the things Wizzy and all of us agreed, the mandate for this was we are going to have open conversations, and even if we don't agree with it, we'll still have the conversation because we're not going to put anyone down and say you don't have a right to voice your opinion. True. If you're a fan of Kevin Samuels, you can be a fan of Kevin Samuels. If you're a fan.
With the shit
no, I'm not.
That is a strong word.
Look at him ducking.
Pops up on my recommended videos. I might peep it for a couple.
You should have said that's. You should have said that's cap and put your hat on.
Oh shit!
I forgot about the hat. The laundry basket move. Well, listen, guys, I gotta fly. This is
actually we're ending the show. Actually, we're wrapping up. Yeah, man. I know. There is a hockey game.
Been on for a couple hours.
250, baby, geek-tastic.
Yeah, man. 250.
Big day. We should go to 250.
Crazy.
That'd be wild.
I got food over there.
Next time.
I'm gone, guys. Thanks for having me. You guys have been great. Anytime. Akeem, link up.
100%.
Yeah, guys,
this has been great. This has been great.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for having me again, sharing your platform with me. I was told I'm busting my ass for people like yo.
Don't.
Hey, Dave, whenever you want the smoke,
don't. He's gonna. This is gonna turn into another 10-minute conversation.
Yeah, don't do that.
Akeem, go ahead. What were you saying about how much you appreciate and love us?
I'm just saying, I appreciate you guys for sharing your platform with me. I busted my ass out here for y'all, for people like y'all to build my platform up, build my brand up. So when I come on here, I drive traffic, and then we could all just be eating together. Is this the time where I plug all the shit that I got going on?
Yeah, man. Plug away.
All right, so it's Akeem Grams with a Z on Instagram. I'm in a competition, a Zoom competition online. I'm trying to go to Hollywood. It's for Chocolate Sundays. If y'all go to my Instagram, y'all see the link for tickets. They're literally donation. It's minimum $1. Come see me, support me, get me to the finals because I win $2,021. And not to mention, I get feature spots at the Laugh Factory, Hollywood Improv, and the Legendary Comedy Store. So that's the team from there. So I'm trying to do all them things. And I'm working on movies and stuff, projects and stuff that here. You know what I'm saying? Working on things, you know what I'm saying? Netflix things.
You have a comedy show. You have a comedy show coming with. I saw Quasi's on one with you.
Right. Yeah. That's the Blackout Zoom comedy show. It's gonna be. I believe it's this week or next week. I'm not too sure. But and also I have a show with Big Will. He's putting on content like a international show. He's got people coast to coast doing a Zoom show. And then I'll be home July. This last 2 weeks or 3 weeks of July for the Just for Last Festival. It's not confirmed whether or not I'm performing yet. We're still working on the details and stuff like that. But I will be home for that area. So we're gonna do some in-studio stuff. Fuck this COVID. I'm getting my first shot on Sunday. So you about to be inoculated.
Oh man. I'm surprised you're not at this point.
Yeah.
Bro, honestly, I've been
you might need 2 shots off the rip.
I had the vibe of like, if everyone else is fucking vaccinated, why do I need to get 2? But I was like, fuck it, let me just bite the bullet, take these shots, and then call it a day. Trying to get on that Moderna gang, you feel me?
Represent.
Yeah, Moderna. That's where all the celebs are getting, bro. All the celebs are getting Moderna, so I'm gonna go with that. He knows something I don't. I'm trying to get in. So yeah, but I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Hey, Dave, Toe, I'm on that ass.
Hey, don't worry, man. Just send location when you're in town.
All right.
Bro. I'm good to go whenever.
Hey, I'll be home in July. Hope.
It's gonna be great.
But
we're gonna have to link up when you get through.
Bet. Kiss the baby for me.
Whoa.
All right, fam.
Speak for me.
What?
Oh my god, man! The moment this guy comes on the show, it changes to something else. I love it.
Yeah, man, always great having him on. That was a fucking blast, guys. We did it, 250.
Yeah,
I would get us to 2 hours and 50 minutes, but I feel like we exhausted all the insanity and had an amazing conversation.
Did we though?
I did a bottle of champagne. I need to eat.
Yeah,
Hey, hold on. You drank a whole bottle of champagne during this episode?
Gone.
Oh my god!
I took all
what do you mean?
Crazy.
I took a whole bunch of shots.
We gang out here.
Well, man, we're celebrating, man. Yo, I want to point out, and Wizzy said it, and I think like there's stats out there that show most podcasts don't get past 6. They don't get past 6. That's like a stat. Like there's thousands of podcasts on there, hundreds of thousands of podcasts. And look, I think what's the number? Only like 10 or 20% of them actually go the distance and continue being a show. So, and I don't even want to count the ones that are like the Joe Rogans and the Conan O'Briens and the like those guys who have money behind them as to why they just say on day one, oh, we're doing a podcast, and people are running to throw money at their feet.
You know what's funny? You say that, but Joe was the only one who kind of just wanted to do it with a friend and set up in his house and just started doing a podcast. He didn't put it. There was no like sponsorship. There was no. He just was doing a conversation with friends, kind of like we're doing right now. So sometimes things do just happen organically, and I'm hoping that's
sure. But Joe got. Like until Joe did that Drake views, and also Joe had the popularity behind him. When it comes to what we've been doing, like
No, 100%. He obviously had a name. Yeah,
exactly.
100%. News radio fame.
Yeah,
news radio.
Like those guys,
he had hair.
But I love that fucking
and a black belt, still running around with a black belt. But all that to say, like, Mark Maron, all those guys, like, the consistency is what gets you the glow up. And I 100%. Feel like we can say, at 250, we can say we've done our work. We consistently have brought.
There's more work to be done.
More work to be done.
It doesn't feel like 250. That's why every time you say 250, I'm shocked.
One of the longest running geek podcasts, one of the longest running podcasts in the city. If you guys, challenge y'all, give us what number you at, because we've been doing it for 5 years and we're at 250. So when I say that with confidence, because I had someone tell me, like, are you sure you're one of the longest running? I'm like, I don't see anyone else doing 5 years and 250 episodes. So
we need to hit up Guinness World Records right now to see where we're at.
That's a niche. That's such a niche thing.
City records.
I'm still down. If we win, we win, and that's just the title.
Yeah, you know what? Put it on the list. We gotta find out. We gotta find out where we're at.
Wild. One big thing I want to say before we go. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Danielle, Devin, Proto Man, Lee J, Chris, Mike, Jaygrizz, Peggy, who like the Omar, Yannick. Man, it's like y'all come through on the weekly, support the show, and always, the comments are always add such a fun element to the show. Shout outs, doing this show on StreamYard has been great because it's given us the opportunity to have that interaction. That's something that has really evolved the show, and I want to thank y'all because it's been fucking fun. It's a blast. I love doing the show with you guys, and I want to thank y'all, man. I said it. I was one of the first ones to say it. Y'all jumped on afterwards. But if we didn't have this show during the pandemic, I would have gone a little crazy. And I said it early, and you motherfuckers laughed at me. And then now we're saying the same shit.
I think the first hour and a half of the show, we decided behind your back to dedicate it to roasting you. And we got the people. We got the people listening in on it too. So
I'm down, man.
No, but yeah, this has definitely been one of the most fun, pleasant, consistent things in my life, and I appreciate you guys, man. This is really fun. It's fun every week to do.
Yeah. All right, boys, that's it. Anything else you want to say? Any messages?
I'm just gonna say thank you. You let me stay on the show as long as I have. That's you guys kept the back door open this long.
We need to have another opinion just to make sure we're not racist. You know what I mean?
That's great.
Affirmative action works both ways,
right?
Yeah.
Hey, we got our one.
But let's be real, Dave. We're just keeping you on the side so we can call you to bail us out sometime.
That's all I don't mind being the token like that. No problem there.
Oh man, nah. You've been honestly. I don't ever want to say an addition. It feels like you've always been here from the beginning too, man. So appreciate you as well, man. All right, let's stop getting sappy. Yeah. Let's get out of here.
Peace out. Fuck off.
Thanks so much. I love y'all.
I know.
Beautiful people.
Good to see you, man. I hope you come back some more, buddy. It's been a while.
I'll try my best.
I miss you, Wendell.
We out, you crazy people.
I miss y'all too.
Come
All right,
through
guys.
Boston, man.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
250. Coming.
Oh, don't worry about it. Yeah, I gotta fucking bring stuff back in here.
We still laugh. Ah,
we still laugh.